B-I-N-O the time.
I'm remaining the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Look, I stay planted on my pivot though. These niggas making small moves like midget toes. I stay solid, keep it street on the regular. On the regular, my nigga, I'm not regular. I'm on this money chase, moving like the Brinks truck. No competition, all my niggas got they drinks up. Real shit, yeah, we even share the last cup. What's on our ass, now all my niggas got they cash up. No celebration, staying humble to this lifestyle. Fuck the future, I'ma paint the picture right now. I'm never switching up, I'ma stay the same. Me, these niggas so basic like some dickies in the plain team. Fuck how you feel, I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel, I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. 1G, gotta keep it 1,000. Fake niggas get 2-piece kung pao. Real niggas come second, you a damn lie. Don't wanna hear it, my nigga, you blow my damn high. You think this shit is gonna be here for a lifetime? You better do some research or use a lifeline. Cause all them stacks you talking about you can't take with ya. Punt it to the next nigga like a great kicker. Make sure he's straight and I'm talking about with no mixer. And keep it pushing fast, laning on the gold jigsaw. Been a real nigga, promise it'll last long. Never look back, but if you do, just get your laugh on. Fuck how you feel, I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel, I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel, I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel, I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change.
Change. What's poppin', world? Thank y'all for tuning in to Your Heard with Biggie and Friends. Y'all already know who I am. B-I-G-G-I-E. No Notorious. Y'all already know. Got bros with me. Fees in the motherfucking flesh. What's poppin', bros?
What's the word?
Shit, just another day in paradise in this hot-ass 112-degree weather.
It's not hot. It's definitely not hot.
You say what?
It's not hot.
I don't know why you
So
keep
hot.
saying it ain't hot.
So hot.
I don't know why you keep saying it ain't hot.
When you work,
I work
with
outside.
when you work in machines that's on the average of 340 degrees, you don't really feel it. Exactly.
You just a lizard. That's what it is. Fucking desert tortoise.
So what do you do for work?
I'm an engineer. I got your sister here, so relax.
I don't gotta do
I will
shit.
fire your ass
If
up.
anything, that's turning me up even more. You heard?
No,
You heard?
internally that's turning
I'm
you
gonna
up.
go ahead and introduce the guests so we can
Please do, because I'm tired of
get
you.
the ball rolling. You tired of me already,
Yes,
bro? It's only
already.
been 5 seconds into the
Exactly.
show, bro.
I'm fucking ready to leave. Quan, get us the outro. We got this motherfucker.
I gotta get this introduction. Fucking Quan.
Thank y'all for your Heard with Biggie and Biggie. We out. Fuck y'all.
This first lovely lady that I'm about to introduce. Oh my god, fucking Quan, bro. He be coming through in the clutch though. But first and foremost, I don't know how I'm about to introduce you, but my motherfucking big sis. You feel me? All the way out here from Maryland. The universe works in a strange and mysterious way. Because I've always wanted her on here, and it just so happened to be she's here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You feel me? Lisa, what's poppin'? You heard? You feel me? I love you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And also, we got her motherfucking best friend in the building, Miss Tamara, for the second time. You feel me?
Hello, everybody.
It's been. How long has it been?
It's been a year.
A year?
It's been a year.
I was gonna say that like a
Yeah.
year to the exact date.
Yeah.
You feel me? She back in the building. Welcome.
I'm a seasonal guest.
Welcome. I mean, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I like the way you put that. I like that. Okay. Fees, how you been, bro? How's your week? I see you taking on a new endeavor. You feel me?
Yeah, like I said, I'm gearing up for that. But right now, my week is slow grinding, man. Like my week ain't really even started yet. My week won't start until tomorrow.
I know.
And it's already been going since Monday.
Yeah.
So I'll let you say, Kunta Kinte Senior. I like messing with Quan. Hush. No, my week is just steady motion right now, so I'm just chilling. So that's about it, really.
I don't know if I should get into my week first
Yes,
or get
please get in, because
All right,
I don't want to hear
all
you talking
right.
too much after this.
So you taking over is what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay then. So
They'll
sip
take
your
over.
drink and shut up.
They'll take over.
Oh yeah, Fees, I see your comment. Y'all share. Y'all already know the routine. Like the video, like the live, please. It helps with the algorithm. Y'all know I got a lisp. Be fucking me up sometimes. Share, like, subscribe, you feel me? I greatly appreciate it. The support goes a long way. Without y'all, there is no Biggie. So, or you heard, or Fees, or whatever the fuck the case may be. So thank you. I'm gonna get this announcement out the way. Unfortunately, you guys, we will be going back to 9 p.m. starting next week. I love the 5 to 7, but the traffic don't love me in Vegas, so we got to go back to 9 o'clock. I'm actually excited because I actually like the 9 o'clock. We went to 5 because it just was the prime time. Just testing some things out. But 9 o'clock, we will be back live next week, going forward until further notice. But into my week. My week was cool. Regular smuggler, bro. Ain't shit changed. I'm hating work because of this heat. I wish the owner would let me wear shorts instead of pants, but unfortunately, I got to do what they say. Outside of that, I'm excited for next season of the show. Got some shit planned. I've learned from announcing things too early, so I'm not going to announce what's going on, what we got going on, the plans that we got going on. You feel me? So I'm just say that y'all stay tuned. Look forward to bigger and better things, which you heard. You feel me? Sis,
Sure.
I ain't seen you in...
Is that all the announcements this week?
Oh, my God.
I was just asking if you had any more
no mic
announcements.
for you today, Quan.
I just
Quan.
asked if you had any
No,
announcements.
Quan.
I mean,
I
he
don't.
do
No,
that.
I
Birthday or
don't.
something?
I don't.
What's
No, don't. Please don't
He
feed
got-
into this
he
shit.
got a point.
Anyway, sis, I ain't seen you in a minute. How have you been? What's going on with you? You feel me? Nice of you to join me again. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Auntie. Oh, now y'all want to watch.
Oh, the
Hey,
family
y'all.
on. Hi, fam.
Because they respect
you
this
on here.
big dog.
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
you big dog, this big dog. So why you a store runner? Why talk to you and she the person
Hey,
that you
Kamaya
gotta
in here
talk to?
too?
Everybody's in
Yeah,
here.
Bookwood, what's
The whole
up?
family pulled
Yeah,
up.
what's up, Bookwood?
They don't like you.
Clearly they don't.
I'm
I don't
sure
never
they
see
don't
these names in the comments. What's up, y'all? Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
They don't like you. I don't like you.
That's
But
cool.
there's a difference.
But everybody gotta love me, so it don't matter.
Side note, before you say anything,
Mm-hmm.
for the people that know him, y'all can call the numbers at the bottom, 702-608-3259. We'll love to hear your stories about how much of a piece of shit that he was growing up. So any given time, family, y'all can call in, or people that know Biggie, and give it out. This is shit on Biggie Day. I
Well,
like it.
they don't know me as Biggie.
You
so.
shut up.
I know
Jerron.
Robin got
Or
some
they probably know you as
stories for
Fat
days.
Fat.
No,
or
they
something.
know me as Ronnie or
Ronnie?
Ori
Yeah.
or
Wait, what was the second one?
Ori. That's my middle name.
Ori?
Ori, like Oreo, but Ori.
No. I'm not gonna call you that. I'm
You
not gonna
don't.
call you that.
Or yeah.
Call you Ronnie.
Nobody calls me
I'm
Ori.
gonna call you Ronnie.
No, don't call
I'm
me Ronnie.
gonna call you
Please
whatever. I'm
don't
call you.
call-
You don't
I
want
hate
to
that
say
There's a
nigga.
song
Please-
behind
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Please don't.
Listen, that's fine.
Please, no,
Listen,
it ain't
that
fine.
got nothing to do with me.
Please
that got-
don't.
I don't-
Don't call me. Oh my God.
So Quan quick with it. So why even play it? That's his name for the rest of the Ronnie and Friends.
Ronnie and
Put
Hey,
Ronnie right over
that kind of
Biggie.
got a ring to it. I kind of like that.
You self-centered bastard, but that's neither here nor there.
You don't want
Ronnie.
y'all to make it about me this week.
Exactly, because it is about you. So Ronnie.
Always.
Okay, Ronnie. I'm sorry. Big Dog. Her name
Yeah.
Big Dog. I ain't calling her
No,
nothing
it's
else.
not. No.
It is.
Lisa Helene.
It's called. It's
Nice
Big
to
Dog.
see everyone.
It's Big Dog, so we're not gonna do that. Sorry.
No, how you been,
No,
sis?
sir. I've been okay. Just in light of the circumstances,
Yes,
and
unfortunately.
why I'm out here in Vegas. But I was already planning the trip a little later this year. So family get together. So I'm just happy to be out here and to be able to see everyone I love and I care about. And also, the memorial for our older brother.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. And I think the last time I was out here was 2020.
Yeah, we was talking about it in the car last
Yeah.
time.
Is it 2021?
Yeah, when she surprised me
his
for my
30.
birthday.
31st or something.
At my
Was
birthday
it?
party.
It was December.
Did you cry?
No, it was
No,
my
no, it
birthday,
was
June.
Did you cry?
June.
No, I almost
I did New Year's
'Cause it was
2020,
it was
and then
dope
I
how
did
she
June
surprised me.
2021.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your memory together, girl.
Short trips.
It was a short trip, and there were
Yeah.
people, so I, referencing
Yeah.
without reference.
Mm-hmm.
It's
we
always
reference on
hard
here.
though, because I consider Vegas home, and
Right.
so coming back and forth, you always have those people that you.
Do
had
you
these past
consider
relationships
Vegas
with, and-
home? Your roots is on the East Coast.
I mean, I
Family is
consider
here.
Vegas as far as the years of becoming an adult, 16 until 30. I
Yeah.
consider Vegas home.
Damn.
That's where I really grew.
I've been here too long.
But
Well-
born in Jersey, raised in Maryland.
I will say I respect you because of your logic and what you're saying. But that piece of shit over there always
Not
got
from
something
Vegas.
to say. He's
Fuck this
shaming
place.
Vegas. He's saying this, that, and the third. But let's
Why you
backtrack.
shaming Vegas,
but,
though?
and you, but let's
Niggas
backtrack.
like him.
Just
Why I
backtrack
shame
for a minute.
Vegas.
What is lacking here that you feel
Yeah, I
Mother
wanna hear this
Nature.
will
before I
never
say.
match?
Mother Nature.
That's it. We got that. We got-
Morals, manners.
I mean, that's everywhere, though.
but morals and manners are subjective to region. Just like New Yorkers, they're
Family
considered-
oriented.
Biggie about to stick his foot in his mouth.
No, I ain't.
Okay.
That's all subjective.
No, I'm not. You
To
said what?
region, that's like regional stuff. Manners and morals.
No, it's not.
Like I
think
told
so?
him before, if you have a certain behavior or a certain pattern, or certain things that you don't like or whatever, you attributing that to where you live, your location, you move.
It's
You
gonna
still
follow
gonna have
me.
them
It's gonna
same
follow you.
issues,
It's
some
gonna
same
follow you.
behaviors, some same patterns,
Yeah.
and I had to learn that the hard way. Moving back and forth, East Coast, West Coast, just because it was like something would happen, I'd be like, you know what, I hate this place.
About to go.
You gotta, wherever you are, you
Fucking
gotta.
fees.
You gotta do the work.
No.
Yes, plant those seeds and watch them grow.
Oh, I
you know?
planted 4 seeds.
I'm
This-
Nah,
so.
you planted more.
Oh, wait, you was fucking. I respect you because you're giving the plus and minuses. This fucker just want to give all minuses. I tell him straight up, if you don't like the West Coast, bye. And
Oh,
what he
there's
says,
some pluses
what he
here.
says, I can't come out for kids. I can't
can't.
move because I can't
My
make
kids, bro.
No,
They're
it
the
don't.
most important.
No, it don't. Of course, they will always be priority. But if you know you can make a better life somewhere else, won't you go make that life and
Oh,
come
it's
back
coming.
for
That's
them?
that's complicated when you're co-parenting.
Yes.
But
And
him,
that's
but
really
how?
what
But
we
the
ready
thing
to
about
talk
it, the shaming that he does with the city, it's like if that's the case, then take your ass back over there.
Oh my god.
Go over there.
Are you originally from here?
Yes,
Yes,
he's a
born
fucking
there.
that makes
native.
sense
That's
then.
why
So
he's
Vegas
so
native.
yeah, I'm a Vegas nigga.
He ain't
I
never
said
seen
nigga.
nothing outside of Nevada.
And that's perfectly fine. But I know my parameters, so there's nothing to really talk about. I don't.
There's
shame the
more
city.
to Las Vegas. I
It
mean, there's
is.
more to the world
It
than
is,
Nevada.
But I'm
bro.
going to be sectored here. This is where I'm going to be, unless I want to go somewhere else. I
You
don't
should want
shame.
to.
I'm from here, so I see the good and bad and ugly. But you don't hear me always talking about well.
You can't
they do. I
say
can.
anything,
I
'cause you
can.
ain't been
but-
nowhere.
No, but I can talk about the city because I'm from here, but I don't.
Have you lived anywhere else?
Nope.
So how
Have
old
you
are
traveled before? Other
33.
You're 33. So you've seen the city evolve. I mean, well, your adulthood, pretty much.
Yeah.
city
Yeah.
has changed.
Has changed
a lot.
Drastically.
Absolutely.
Now, do you think it's changed for the good or the bad?
I've only been here since 2005. I'm a Cali girl. So, I mean,
So she qualified from being.
the
She's,
summer
is she
that I
from here?
came was like the summer that Hurricane Katrina came and everybody from there
Yes,
came
she is.
here. And
She is
I
classified.
called it Red Summer because it was
She
just
has over a
crazy.
decade here.
It was a lot going on in Vegas. As far as like the infrastructure, things like that, it's grown. As far as like the nuances, crime, things like that, I don't know if it's because I just got acclimated to it, but it doesn't feel the same. Like it was a culture shock moving from California to here, and I think I moved at such a pivotal time, right? So my friends in California were having kids, and they was getting into the California grown life. I moved to Vegas, and was like in this bubble. I was green to everything in Vegas, so it was like
so green.
it was a shock. It was a shock.
Them Vegas
I
days.
will always shout out to Will Montgomery. I will never forget him. I'll always remember him because he was like, you are in your own little bubble in Vegas, and if you don't get out of it, this city gonna eat you up. And he really just opened my eyes to a lot of things, helped me not be so naive. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. But I mean, Vegas is cool. Once you learn how to just be in your own zone and you get over the club, the strip, all that stuff, and you really just calm down, Vegas is lovely. I just do my work and go the fuck home.
I agree with you on that part, but I just want more for my kids, to be honest. And
As far as what?
Go somewhere else.
School, just life in general.
Go.
It
I
doesn't,
don't-
I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't-
necessarily have to be go somewhere else. It can
Yeah.
I tell them that.
It's all
Work
about
with
what
what
you're
you
willing
got.
to
Nope.
input into them. Like, I think
Nope.
the mistake when it comes to the schools is you send your kids to school and then the school is supposed to do everything for your child in terms of education. That's where we're fundamentally fucked up,
yeah,
right?
you cannot expect that they're.
You can't expect them to do what we're supposed to do. It starts with the mothers being the first teacher, then the community, the fathers, things like that. So, I mean, anywhere you go, there's going to be problems with the education system because it's a system, just like the prison system, just like all these
Anywhere is better than here.
healthcare
We're
systems.
last
Anything that is a
place.
system is
And
bound
I
to be
tell you
fucked
all the
up.
time, leave, buy, get out. It's people like you.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
and
I
a
got,
few other
like I
people.
said on my
It's the
status
people
the other
like
day
you.
when I said I want to.
No.
when I wanna get the fuck outta here.
We're not gonna minimize that.
I've
We're
had
not doing
some
that.
good
We're not
things
doing
happen to me here.
Again.
But for me, it's been
Again.
more negative than good.
Again, then if that's the case, then bye.
Then you need a perspective
my thing
shift.
is-
Shift your mind.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about you, you out of towners. I'm gonna say out of towners because I may ruffle some feathers. And please, if y'all do, y'all can call in. I don't really give a shit about this.
Please call in, y'all.
Let's see. You're a black man. One. You're making. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say your actual wage. You're making more than exceptional pay at your age here in a city that's a fishbowl. You're
Well,
able
you
to
said on
supply
the
for your
East
kids.
You said what?
I don't know if you'd get that on the East
I'd make
Coast
more.
because-
No, I'm saying, but I'm just
would.
I'm giving the logistics of how he shames the city, but how he actually necessarily is thriving in the
Benefits
city.
from the- yeah.
It kills me with people like him, and there's a few other people that always got something to say about the city, but y'all are thriving here. If that's the case, then I'm telling you, go back to wherever y'all from. But obviously you can't. It's irritating, bro. Like, I don't be wanting to hear. That's like me
Hey, man.
saying, okay, well, you go back to Maryland and you go throw pennies and stuff on the trackways and go in the greenery and do all that other stuff and go get a Boston salad, or I don't know what the fuck y'all be getting out
Boston
there. I'm just
salad.
saying
Boston.
that got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying because it's from the East Coast. But you don't hear West Coast people talking like that. If you over here, you over here. If not, go back. And I tell everybody that. And not just you. Anybody got something to say about the West Coast, please go back. Please. So,
And that is your Vegas
and mind
PSA.
you, if you look up, that's a post that you just made, right?
Yeah.
So again, I know,
You see
I know,
Quan right
no, I'm
there.
saying, but I know where you want to go.
Damn.
I know, and, that, and
Receipts.
mind
Ain't
you,
no want to go. I'm going.
no, I'm saying, but and mind you, and I hope that you get there. Bye. Go create a better life. Go create that vision that you
Listen,
picture.
bro.
And on a
no,
positive note,
I just feel like I've
No.
outgrown Vegas. That's all it is.
Get out.
That's all it is, bro.
Get out.
Have you outgrown Vegas, or is there other things for you to do in Vegas? I'm considering, like, Vegas cost of living has increased considerably. We're still okay. We're not California. We're not New York.
Right.
We're not
We're
Maryland.
okay for
we're
now.
not Virginia.
And
We're
his
okay
hourly
for
wage,
now.
and his
You know.
hourly wage is still manageable. 'Cause
I'm
mine's
very
up there, too.
underpaid. So are you.
I mean, granted, but who to say we're actually value what we do? Come on now, let's be honest.
You also have to
Sometimes-
think about the pool that
Yeah.
you're up against when you're in other places like DC or
Correct.
New York.
You gotta have, like,
Look how many
2
more
bachelor's
people
degree, master's
exactly. I have
degree.
friends that have double masters and can't find a job
Where? Here or back home?
back home.
Oh. To each his own.
Put it like this. I'll put it like this. The profession I'm in right now, I can make a easily no bullshit $150K a year. No BS.
She ain't
The
never
wage.
leaving because she
listen,
like gambling.
listen. The wage. The wage. Don't do her like that. Don't do
the
her.
truth.
All right,
Hey, you
man.
shut your mouth.
Probably at bingo right now.
Hey, you
nigga.
shut that mouth.
What time is it? 5?
My-
Yep. Session
listen.
about to end.
Listen,
don't we-
the wage,
Don't go to bingo without us.
the salary.
Wait a minute. You win with people who like to go a lot.
That fucked me up. Cause I got an auntie and my grandma like that, so it's
At
crazy.
the bingo hall right now.
Man, get it in.
Right at Sam's Town.
Fuck me up. It's Arizona Chargers, but same thing. But no, like wage I'm at right now, I can make $150K easy. But the salary that I'm actually want to desire is only $50K a year. That's the fire department. So you tell me what's the difference, bro?
Your
It's about-
heart, your love.
Exactly.
That
Exactly. Now,
retirement
plan.
now, mind you, that's my passion, right?
Retirement
Yeah.
So I'm telling you to follow your print. So if your print is somewhere else, bye, get out. I'm
I
not
feel
telling
like
you
it
just to
is.
get out just because.
Yeah, no, I
get
feel
out
like it
and go
is. Yeah.
create that. Granted, some of it is me telling you to get out because I'm tired of you talking about the West Coast.
I
But
don't even talk about the West Coast like that no more. You brought it up, not me.
5 days.
no, because your sister actually put logic in there or something that you be lacking sometimes
She
when it
always
comes
does.
to.
I do that
again,
sometimes. I mean,
but
I
yet,
am
but yet
busy.
again, why am I talking to you and I got her here?
Exactly. So-
Stop talking to me. How about that? I'm sorry.
But yeah,
I'm done with my rants for now.
I hope so.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Well, Mr. Miller, how you been?
I've been doing well. Attempting to make some pivots in my career that required me to go back to school.
What do you do again? Before I can't interrupt you.
I work in the home building
There you go.
industry.
Side note, you can hear my voice now. Last time you was on here, I sounded like
Yeah, you did.
So now
did.
I just want you to know that. Okay.
Yeah, so
back-
I work in the
back-
home building industry, pivoted from the mortgage industry to doing a little stint on a federal contract, working on those PPP loans.
Can I get one?
You do what you gotta do,
hold
brother.
on,
hold
but,
on. Okay.
Yeah.
Let her
So,
finish
you
for
know,
a second.
pivoting into the home building industry is gonna be fun.
All right. We got a caller. State your name and rank and social security number.
My name is Aunt Robin.
Oh, Lord.
yeah. Here we
I
go.
want to hear this. Please talk about
My
Ori
rank
first.
is queen of them all, and my social security number ain't none of your business.
Well, hey, baby. How you doing, baby?
Now, I am not at bingo, you smart ass children. I am in between loads, delivering things to different military bases to protect your country. Okay?
That's right. Thank you for all that you do.
But I did want to say, Biggie.
No, you can call me
You
Gron.
could call me Jerron, Auntie.
Ronnie.
You could call me by my government name, Auntie. It's okay.
I can call you by your government name.
Yes.
J. Ron.
J.
You
Ron.
know I love you, but you gotta kind of decide where you want to be. Like Lisa said, when you pick yourself up and go somewhere else, you're taking you with you. So you got to be okay with you. And if you got to take your kids with you, it's hard to co-parent from two different places. You've seen it. You've been part of it. It ain't easy. So
And that's why I'm
the
still here.
decisions that you
Always
have
take
to
an
make.
easy way.
Now,
Take it
on the
easy.
side of being in Vegas, if you don't like it here, I've been in Vegas since June the 13th, 2003. I moved I was born in Ohio, raised in New Jersey, migrated to Maryland, Washington, D.C., and moved to Vegas. And I can tell you, the East Coast can keep the East Coast. Nice place to visit, wouldn't want to live in. Okay? And I used to live.
Mic drop.
They
Quan, take us out. I'm out of
they
here.
can have it. They can have, every trucker. I'm in Missouri right now. We didn't have thunderstorms, tornado watches, and all kind of crazy stuff. Go to the East Coast, you got northeasters and blizzards and all kind of snow in the winter and
Tornado like 2
all of
weeks
that
ago.
crazy stuff. Yeah. But when you in Vegas, you ain't got to worry about the Zika virus and bit by mosquitoes and all of that crazy. You just need to learn to deal with the heat.
Shit, they got
And
mosquitoes
Vegas
here.
is
Them
an
skeeters is
awesome town.
messing
They got
everybody up last
awesome
week.
people,
1 year ain't
and
gonna
I'm
hurt.
not leaving. Vegas is top on my list.
Mm.
So
Mm.
It's
I'm with
unfortunate.
the other handsome dude over there. If you don't like the West Coast vibe, adios, see you later.
I'll be gone
That's all I got.
2025.
And wait a minute, that's somebody in your bloodline that's saying that. Get out.
That's Aunt Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Another big dog, so get out.
Hey, man, I'll be in Texas next year.
Bye. Say hello to
That's
somebody
the
down there
goal,
for me.
man.
Thanks, Auntie.
Thank God, Robin. I love you.
Yeah, Robin.
But
No, ain't no but.
Listen, man, y'all
No,
get off my back.
Have you
Stop.
been in Texas? Like, have you lived out there before?
Not lived, but I've been there.
You just been there.
Twice.
It hit him a little
He
close.
already
so-
wanna
Shit,
move
I
there.
went to Florida, bro, and I was ready to stay. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nope.
It's
Till the
not
hurricane
Miami
hits.
though. Miami is
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
You said
Until
what
you get the
happened?
monsoons
Till the hurricane
and all
hits.
that.
Oh, I
Your
was
whole
there.
house is
I
gone.
was there for that.
You got
That's
little
what
rain.
I was about
rain,
to.
You got
bro.
lit rain.
Stop.
You got
That
lit
was
rain.
rain.
Nah, that wasn't no little rain. that wasn't a little bit.
All of the crazy news stories come out of Texas and
In
Florida.
You said all the crazy who?
News stories.
Oh yeah,
All the
Yeah,
craziness.
I know.
The killings,
them
the
two-
mass
two states.
shootings, the bombings,
Yeah.
everything.
White
But
people.
White people.
I don't want to talk about them right now because we'll get canceled. I can talk about them all day. Goddamn.
No, man, I just I want to grow some crops and shit. Like I just enter
There's
into
nothing wrong
different
with that.
shit, bro. I just and what
Bro,
I'm
go.
into in
Buy.
the journey that I'm trying to take is just not in Vegas, bro.
And that's cool.
You can grow crops.
I know
in
you can, but
Vegas.
this soil is ass and it's trash.
But that's the
Cultivate your own
thing.
soil.
You can
Make your
want
own, I know.
more
When did you
for
become a
yourself and
professional
for
farmer,
your
though?
family, but that
said
doesn't
what?
mean you have
I
to
used to
like
do landscaping and
trash
shit.
everything else. You can still accept where you
Appreciate
are
where
right
you
Did
are.
now.
landscaping, so he's a farmer.
No, I mean, I used to we used to
No,
garden with our
the-
grandmother back in the day. Like it,
And that's
this
different.
is nothing that just came. It's
She
just
has the experience,
something.
not you. You shut that mouth.
I mean, what do you do when you landscape?
you
Escape
groom.
the land.
No,
You
you
groom.
don't. There's all
You're
type of
grooming.
aspects to landscaping.
You're grooming.
You plant shit. You trim shit. You groom the shit. You do all of that. So you telling me you don't plant nothing in landscaping?
You grow it.
You don't.
Since when?
Everything is not the same. Bro, that's per,
What?
that's per client. Every client is not the same in landscaping.
But-
Some people just want bare minimum maintenance, meaning grooming to their lawn. That don't mean you're planting.
But that's what you're
that don't
breaking
mean
it down
planting-
to. I've done
No.
all of that. Though. I'm telling you, I've done all that. I've planted trees, from palm trees to bushes to flowers to all kind of shit. I've done it all. So
Cool.
I want to grow my own crops and shit. This is what I'm into. I'm
And
sorry.
Put yourself in the ground while you at it.
I will.
Make another.
You're gonna be right there next to me.
No, the fuck I ain't.
And you're right, Nikki. I am bored.
It's hell. Get out. I keep trying to
I
tell you.
am. I am.
But there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like I said, you're my qualm with you is simple fact of the matter is that you know that you want to go somewhere else.
Get
Act
off
on
my
it.
back, fees.
I'm not. I'm just
know.
telling you.
Get off this subject. Fees.
Bye. Get out.
Leave me alone. Go ahead. T.
We're all gonna appreciate where we're at while we
Not
strive
him.
to get to where we're trying to go.
And be grateful
And
while
be grateful while
we
you're
have-
here. Be in the
while we're
present.
alive and breath in our lungs.
Okay.
Get it together.
I gotta go get somebody from outside.
Oh, okay.
I like this. Anyway, so I got this.
Did he delete something from his Facebook? Because I've been looking for another post.
He already squashed it. He already knew it was gonna get some backlash for that. So ladies, okay, you being here before, so you kind of know how this goes.
Yeah.
And you being
Okay.
the big dog of him and his family, which I definitely appreciate you being here because you guys didn't have to be here, so I greatly appreciate you guys.
No problem.
In this day, how is it so hard for? Oh shit! I'm gonna look back this way when I.
Okay.
I'm gonna look this way. Yeah. You know what?
Inside.
I don't even know what to even say no more.
Go ahead, fees.
I can't even. All right. Biggie, take over, man.
No, you was asking a question. Go
I was
ahead.
going somewhere. I was going somewhere with it, but
I'll keep going.
in this literally in this day and age, how hard is it to actually thrive in being in a situation when you're dealing with somebody? Like knowing that you guys want to be somewhere, just like what he was talking about as far as moving and stuff like that. Like how hard is it actually thriving, knowing that you guys want to plan to do something or have investments that you guys want to be into and stuff like that, and just life is just not lifing. Like how hard is it? And you're being in a relationship with somebody. I don't know if you're in a relationship. I'm not saying.
No, I'm single. as a
Okay. I'm
Pringle.
sorry. I don't mean
Ready to mingle.
People out there.
Sometimes it just depends.
Call in 702-608-3259.
Man, I'm talking about. But like, how hard
She
is
likes
it?
Starbucks.
I do. I do. I like
Damn,
a whole lot
you
of
picked
other
on that
stuff,
fast?
too. Call in.
Fuck me up. Fuck me up.
She put her phone voice. Call in.
But how hard is it? Because you know it's at the point where you gotta almost be with somebody in order to thrive. Like you can't just be on your own if you're single or anything like that.
It is. It's not. How do I say? It's not hard to thrive, but you do realize being single. I realize that having a partner would really lighten my load.
Having a partner in what way? Like, how would it lighten your load?
What do you mean?
Like,
Because everything is this 50-50 scandal. It's this,
like,
this.
is that what you mean by lightening your load?
What do you mean by
financially or like?
See, I don't do the percentages thing, right? Because when you're in a relationship with somebody, and I would hope that if you're cohabitating, that everybody designate what needs to be designated to be paid for in one honeypot, right? You keep some for yourself, of course, right? Because you earned that paycheck. But if we're gonna keep the house going, if we're gonna keep these cars going, if we're gonna keep these kids going, these bills going, the fun going, everybody understands there's a responsibility, right? So I'm not into the percentages thing. I think that's like new age stuff. You know, everybody needs to be able to pull their weight. In a real relationship, everybody knows at any given moment it's not going to be 50-50. It's not going to be 80-20. It's not going to be 90-10. Sometimes it's going to be 70-30. It's going to be all those other kind of things. So you got to be able to play with the changes in life. And I think when you limit yourself to saying, well, I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody if they can't go half and half, you know, the ideal is we both meet each other where we need to meet, right?
Yes. Yep.
But if you limit yourself to that, you're going to be
Missing
your blessing.
blocking your blessings.
And that's just the real like mature aspect of it, right? I think more so what people are talking about when it comes to relationship and everybody pulling their own weight is that there are people who don't want to pull their own weight, right?
They just want to be taken care of.
And they want to be taken care of. And that's a problem in and of itself, because why are you attracting people who don't have as much hustle and desire to do as you?
Facts.
And then why are you settling for that type of person in a relationship? Like if you're gonna play with somebody and then that's just your little play thing, then those
That's different,
numbers
though.
don't matter, because
Right.
what's mine is mine and what's yours is yours, and then sometimes what's yours is mine, right?
Facts.
So
Sounds like a whole bunch of yours.
Run that
Yeah,
last,
so
run
what's
that
yours
last
is
sequence
mine.
back.
Yeah, you
What
heard
you
it
said?
right, bro.
I just want to hear you
Everything is
say it
heard.
again.
correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
But please say it
So-
again for the people out there that didn't hear you louder in the back.
Sometimes when you're dealing with people and it's not necessarily a cohabiting relationship or an established relationship, it is going to be what's yours is yours, what's mine is mine, and sometimes what's yours is mine too.
But what about yours? Is yours was mine?
Nah.
No. Nigga, I could even say that.
I know. I just wanted to hear it.
No.
Because and that's where all the game come from, right? You're just not committed to anybody and things like that. I'm a woman, so why is mine yours?
Right.
I don't want to even touch on that. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not barking
I'm
at
glad
that
you
tree,
did.
bro.
What's your take on that?
I agree. I mean, you kind of said everything I was.
I got something
If
for
you
you.
'Cause
if
we was-
you said
yeah.
if you just can't thrive, like you just can't seem to get to where it is you want to be,
Shit, that's a story
I think
of
you
our
have to have
lives,
an
shit.
understanding for sure. And I think you got to stay positive, and I think you're going to figure out a way, like everything that's important to you, you're going to make time for it. You're going to make sacrifices for it. Sometimes that sacrifice can be living in a nicer place. Sometimes that sacrifice can be time
Downgrading.
spent.
Oh my!
downgrading,
I'm glad you touched on
children. You know, like there's a ton of different things, but I think a lot of like what you were saying, the new age stuff, it's so like instant gratification,
It is.
and
it's a lot of selfishness.
yes,
People
and
are
no
selfish.
accountability. And I think that was like the main thing.
Boy,
I was
about to fire up, but no, what you
Because
mean?
me and a couple of friends was having this conversation the other day. At least I was talking to you about this yesterday. The homie kind of ended his relationship with his girl because he felt like he was in a long distance relationship and they lived in the same state. She was always busy.
Deep.
And my response to him was, well, bro, you know, when you build in time is a sacrifice. Because when you with somebody and you're trying to get somewhere, spending time together, low-key, is a sacrifice. Just like being a father, we got to provide. Time with our family and kids is a sacrifice. In order for us to get to where we going, I got to be the hard worker. I got to be the one to put the food on the table, the money in the house, pay all the bills, all of this. And while I'm doing this, I'm sacrificing time with my family and my kids. You're not going to see me that much. You get what I'm saying? So I want to just know, am I right for that? Because because one of the homegirls' response was, well, if you're not spending too much time, you grow apart. And I'm like, well, you only grow apart when temptation comes into play. Because
it's more about
It's not-
alignment, though, because
Yeah.
you know, and dealing with love languages and things like that. So, just for example, I was dealing with someone a while back, and he, you know, makes over 6 figures, high up in whatever, you know, what he does. I can't say what he does, but high up in what he does, you know, and very generous, you know. So it's like he would provide in that way financially and take care of me in that way and always just do for me financially, but would not spend the time. And instead of the time, he would send gifts. And for me,
like most niggas with money do.
Oh,
you
I got
gotta
something for this.
love-
You gotta
I
pay
got-
how you weigh.
right, but see,
baby.
that's the thing. I could be
Yeah.
dealing with somebody who has a ton of money and can just give me this money, but being that I can make my own, and that's not my priority. My priority is to get to know you, is to, you know, make sure that we're best friends before we continue to move forward. But this is someone that continues actually to this day to say they want to marry me, they love me, and they want to be with
The
me.
6 figures?
Yes.
Hey, bro.
And so for me, that doesn't work. Because that is what I need, is your time. Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be physical all the time, but even on the phone. Even just
See, you're
knowing
simple.
what's
Yeah,
going
that's
on
easy
in
shit.
your life.
And
Most
I don't
women
know
ain't, though.
anything happening
Most
with you,
ain't,
so
for
why
real.
would I, you know?
So that comes down to a matter of, it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Yes.
Right? Everybody's busy, everybody's established. Yes, it is. Sir.
Most women just want the quality.
They
No,
want
the
the
quantity.
quantity.
They want the quantity, not the quality.
No. The reason why I say that is because the perception of how they give. They will throw it out there to you. That's what they want, but their actions show different.
That's a girl.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I will.
She be
I
preaching
will,
on this.
I will really
motherfucker.
dig into your mind and pick things
let's
out.
go.
And
Fees
it's not
dig.
just
Let's
there,
go.
But I'm just saying because there are women that say, "Oh, well, there are men that will take care of me." There are, and you know what? There are.
But they
those
also
men,
cheating
but
and
like I said,
treating
but
you
you
like
gotta
shit and
understand,
all this other
those
shit.
men that will take care of you and give you everything under the sun, they need something in return. But the thing about it is how most women perceive it. Most, not all women, perceive it as like, well, my face card and the stuff I do is enough. No,
No,
it's
that's
not.
that's that.
And it sucks because most women go off of past trauma triggers and think that what they're going to get off of what they the bare minimum off what they give will be enough. Is not enough. And that's the standard. That's almost the standard society mental of how women think. I'm just being honest. Not all women.
Girls.
Girls. You know what? You're right. We'll say that. We'll say
And
that.
I won't
girls.
even be disrespectful and say those are girls. Those are young ladies that are still growing and have yet to come into certain understandings, right? If I'm a woman, so what I say is what I say, and I say what I mean. So if I tell you, hey, I understand that you're building your own, you're doing what you got to do, I'm doing what I got to do. When we have time to be together, we're going to make that the best time together. And then we're going to have boundaries, right? If you're dealing with someone exclusively, we have boundaries, right? So if this is a monogamous relationship, we're going to respect it. If it's open, just don't let me know about it. That's what it is. Like whatever those parameters are that people set around their relationship, because there is no one size fit all relationship for any two people ever. So you establish those things and you be mature about it. You commit to that understanding, then it is what it is. When the game changes, you communicate that. If your feelings change, if you no longer desire that, you communicate that. And then just let things be as they need to be according to what it is you desire in that moment. And I think for most people, they're afraid to communicate that change of heart because they are attached. It's like attachment, right?
They feel
So
like
they
they're losing
suffer.
something.
So they'll just be attached to something because their idea of how it should be is not the reality.
Suffer
But
from
see-
that
So now
shit
you're
right
suffering.
there.
But
God
see,
damn.
Detach.
that's the thing too. Like
suffer
those
from that.
upfront conversations don't happen because there's always an angle from either the male and or the woman. They feel like if something changes, if something doesn't work, say besides I'm the man, I'm like, you know what? This ain't what it is. But something that you do is great. And I feel like that's in jeopardy. I may want to be like, you know what? Let me hide this rather than just being upfront with you. You get what I'm trying to say? That's the point. Like,
But then that's being-
men or women are more scared of losing something in a relationship where they're dealing with somebody, whether it's monogamous, whether it's exclusive,
And they need to,
whether it's
they
this,
need
that, and
to
the third.
address their abandonment
And you know
issues,
what?
'cause that's
Yes.
what that sounds
And,
like.
and you know
I
what?
was just-
And you're right. You're absolutely right. That can be a strong suit. But again, we're in the game of angles.
Right.
A lot of people talk angles, and you'll think they're great at algebra and trigonometry, but they suck. I said algebra.
You said algebra.
Exactly. I fucked up the first time. Shut up.
What?
But I was thinking that too with the abandonment issues because just going off of some of the comments on the channel. So there was no intimacy involved with this person I'm talking about.
Right.
So we dated, and then stopped talking for a while, and then just whatever reconnected, and then that's just how he is. Just gonna give, but I'm not going to spend the time that you want me to spend. And we're not, even though it's a 6-figure job, we're not talking about like just busy all the time, And so for me, it was just like, well, what is it that you want? You're paying my bills. What do you actually want from me?
I think that's
and I
feeding
felt
him.
like it was more of in his status, he's so used to dating those type of women that
Paying
are
and
gimme,
doing
gimme,
for
gimme,
him,
gimme,
yeah.
gimme. So
Yeah.
it's like he couldn't understand why I was just like,
He felt like you had an
Nah,
angle
bro, I
somewhere.
don't wanna-
He felt like at the end of the day, when a man is giving, he's looking to see if you're like everybody else.
Yeah.
And when you don't give in and you're not biting to the stuff, it's like,
That kind of makes him want you more.
It make
now.
you, yeah,
It
it make you,
does,
it
but
makes you want to do more.
I
But
was
at
like,
that
nah,
point,
that's not
yeah.
worth
At
it.
that
And I
point, yes,
dropped
yeah.
it.
but
I
you
was
gotta
just like,
understand.
nah,
But there are women out there that will take and take
Yeah,
and take.
there
and
are a
take
lot of them.
and take and take and continue to take, because at the end of the day, if a man is supplying a certain, thing of them, it's who isn't in a woman's nature to be like, you know what, if you're giving and that's not what my MO is, instead of me having these conversations like, yeah, I'm not feeling you.
Yeah, most women gonna take. Well, he giving it
He
to me.
giving it to me,
So
but it's
what?
not. But like I said, that's not all women, because there are women that be like, no, that's not what I'm on. Because at the end of the day,
it's just weird to me. I'm sorry.
but you gotta understand, it's gonna get to a point where a man is going to add something, and that's the part where it blows up. Not the simple fact matters you've been paying for rents, mortgages, cars,
It's not weird
tuitions.
to
No, I'm
me
just
when
saying.
I was on that. You know what I'm saying? Like
When
somebody
you were
trying
in
to
that
pay my
phase
bills.
in your
When
life.
I was in that phase.
Yeah.
Now,
Miss Independent now.
But like I said, now you need substance. Like you want the connection, you want the
vibe.
conversation,
Yes.
you want the clarity.
Yes.
Most people are in relationships or in these situationships and have no clarity.
But my
With
thing
nothing.
is that's like we really have to ask ourselves when we're in relationships where our needs are not being met, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you with someone who doesn't like you?
Because it's something that
Sometimes
person
they hate
does.
you and you don't even know.
How
It's
do you
something
know?
that
How
that
do you know
person
they
do.
don't like you though?
Because they're not doing anything to meet your needs. Like especially if you're communicating, hey, this is what I
Yeah,
need.
okay, I
this
got
is
you.
what I desire.
and they
And they
continuously
They do the
do not-
opposite,
yeah.
or they neglect you.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this no more.
Like that's
Oh, we gonna talk
that's
about it.
something like we really got to look into ourselves when we find ourselves in those type of relationships with people, and really figure out, why am I with someone who doesn't like me?
That's a two-way street.
He doesn't
though.
like me enough to meet me where I need to be met, right? Then we also have to look at it too, is that we don't get to tell people how to love. We can only receive their love the way that they know how to give it. So if that person's not able to love you in the capacity that you need, their love is not filling your cup,
And
right?
we've attempted to
Communicate.
communicate that to
yeah.
them.
Then you have to figure out what your next steps are. Like music, Soul Child had that song "Teach Me How to Love." Like I can't teach you. It's at my big
What
age.
your
I'm not
mama
a teacher.
didn't.
I'm not going to teach you.
Right.
Like it's either you have the capacity to love me, to add to my cup, because my cup's supposed to be full because it's full because of me. The love I give myself, the attention that I give myself. Yes, I desire companionship, but that's not the end all be all. So if someone can't meet me where I'm at, why am I here? I have to ask
So-
myself.
Everything.
It's not even on that
So-
person. And when you really learn to stop making people responsible for your emotions, so much clarity. Like that wilding out, that moment that you have where you frustrated, you about to like, well, it don't even exist no more. Because you learn how to walk away from love that's underserving you.
So
Damn.
I'm about to throw some out there. It's something. It's not. It's like a trigger term. Big grown age. That's a trigger to me,
Why?
because
You
at
said
the end
what's
of-
a trigger?
Big grown age. That
Yes.
word, that term is a trigger to me.
Big grown age.
Yeah, like she just
Yeah.
used
And
it.
why
does
is that a trigger you?
Because for the simple fact of the matter is, if you are a lady of substance, right,
Right.
that thrives off of communication and clarity and want to be, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
heard or listened, not heard,
Right.
then you will never get tired of having to actually adjust and help people understand you. But when you said what you just said and how I perceived it, it's
Right.
like, what do you mean? Like if I'm getting to know you, right?
Right.
And I may have some blocks of my own.
Right.
But if we are being communicative and you know what I'm saying, we
Right.
are on that path, you should never get tired of doing something, knowing that I'm putting the effort into that. But
Well, that's
women
the
use.
So
But I'm saying no. Women use that term when they get tired
And
of certain things.
So let me,
I'm just saying, no, I'm triggered right now.
Right.
So it gets to the point where women
feel
use
you.
that and like, oh well, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain. I feel like I shouldn't do this. I feel like you understand that men could do the same thing, but the reason why men don't. Not all of them, because more men are fucked up than women. I'm just gonna be honest, but there's a lot of fucked up women too.
But
that's that's contradicting what I just said. But
and that's true. So when I say because it triggered you, right? And
like
that's
a
how
motherfucker,
I should have
triggered like hell.
I see.
Behind these shades, I'm upset. I'm
Because I don't
fucking
want to
furious.
minimize.
No, you ain't got to minimize shit.
No,
I am
I'm saying
upset.
It
I am
belittles. It
livid.
makes someone feels belittled at my big age, and it makes that person feel.
I want to flip this table, but I want to get invoiced, so
smaller.
it's different.
But I think it goes back to that instant gratification, right? If you're dating someone, and a dating is not a commitment, right? We're dating. Dating is not. We're gonna go into that on the second part of this.
Yes.
But-
Yeah.
See,
I'm gonna hold my thoughts.
Let her get this. I want to hear this.
But if we're in a place where it's like, okay, I like you, you like me, but I notice that you're not able to communicate or do this or do that and the other, that means that I should not be
Fucking with
committing to you because you are not developed in a way that's going to compliment me. It's going to stifle me.
I'm
It's
not
going to
aligned in the way-
frustrate me. We're not in alignment. And I think sometimes when we learn how to slow down and really get to know people,
You figure that
we have
out
that
way
clarity,
quicker
right?
than
And then the thing is too, is like when you really start figuring that out, how can I go into this conversation? Okay.
Going to the best
When you
way
learn how to
possible.
figure that out, it makes having friends with benefits and casual sex with people or just having sex
Easier.
with people, no, it makes it harder.
Exactly.
Because
Definitely do.
it makes it harder. It makes it harder
Because you're used to it. Fucking. You're like, what? All
It
right.
makes it harder
Okay.
because
all right.
unless you truly have an understanding with that person and that's just what it is, like we're all grown. So if that's just what it is, and it's hard for it to just be that's all that it is, right?
Yes.
Because then you're human and all the chemistry and the emotions, all that stuff starts to come into play. Like whether people want to deny it or not,
Yes,
you're
definitely.
a liar. Somebody
Yes.
is deep inside of you. You inside somebody. It's all coming out, right?
Nasty ass.
So-
That boy over
So,
there is nasty.
It makes it really hard to go there with somebody. Like
relationship wise or
if that
sex-wise?
person's not able to meet you outside of the physical, right? It makes being physical with people very hard. It makes it very hard.
now-
I think what you
Now,
understand.
once
that-
upon a time.
Once
I
upon a
think once
time.
you understand that energy that you give sexually, I think that's what makes it harder because a lot of people think it's just sex is sex, but it's not though. Like that energy that you give someone is different. I can't speak for everybody.
It's just it's a
I'm
different
just speaking,
level of
I'm
vulnerability.
speaking for myself.
Yeah.
So oh my God. Keep going.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing to say.
I mean, that's why it's like you gotta learn how to slow down. I think
But they
when
don't.
you get to a certain place in life, I won't say big old
say age.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
it
his
does
trigger.
come with age.
Yep.
Some people get it earlier, some people get it later. Some
Maturity
people,
and
you know, it just
understanding of your
depends.
self-awareness,
But when you have
yeah.
that self-awareness, it just makes it impossible to just deal with somebody. Like I could think somebody is so fine and they are just so articulate and they
littlest
got it
thing.
going on, and then it is.
And then you
It
that
is the
you
littlest-
set men back 5
It
feet
is-
when you
it
say
is
that.
the littlest thing.
But why
Not
would
his
out of the littlest
thing.
thing? Why would you think about that?
Not his thing. He's just
Not,
the
I'm
littlest
not talking
thing.
about, I said the littlest things.
No,
I
that's
thought
what you
that's
said.
what you were
No,
saying.
I was saying the
Your
littlest
sister know
things,
you.
like the
Shut
smallest
your
things.
mouth.
No,
You shut
I
that
was
mouth.
saying like the smallest
That
things
is
turn
rude.
you off.
It
That
could be,
fucks up
it
your
could be like
mentality.
the littlest things that make you
recovered.
step back,
He recovered.
right? Like,
Because his sister know him.
wait a minute, like, no, because that's gonna be a problem, right? Because I've already lived this life, I've already
Right.
done this, so I know if I go into this and this man hates himself and he's not happy with where he's at and his career is not where he wants it to be, his money is funny, he got baby mama issues, they don't get along at all, they can't even co-parent. Like, I already know what that is. So why am I going to even put myself into his life? Like, you can't be in my cipher, dude.
But
'cause
maybe
you're
you
not
a
Let's
healer.
get into the
I'm
co-parent.
But
not-
maybe
No.
you can change that
No.
situation.
No, because you also grow out of
What
that.
you mean,
grow,
how?
I think for women, we eventually grow into a space where I'm not your healer, right? Like at this big age,
Because I got don't worry, I got.
Big A.
I'm glad they talking because I got some shit.
It's just like warning signs, like red flags. Like you start talking to a dude, and then two months into it is, I'm having financial problems. I'm backing out.
I mean, that's most women.
I got this.
That's most women after a fucking week.
Wait, I got this. I got this. I got this.
Or
I got this.
Or
Keep talking because I got this after this.
Or they have these situations going on, and it's like. I just learned that if a person is not where they desire to be or where they need to be, you have to gauge if that person's in a place to where they can really take you on as a additional human being, or do they need to focus their energies on creating a life that they want? Because when you date someone who's not where they're at, and then you deal with them, they eventually start despising you. They start mistreating you.
Speak on
all
it.
these things. So
Speak
we
on it.
really have to be conscious of how we date and how we get involved with people. Like you have to have your own boundaries. And some people can be a healer. Like some people can't heal people that way. That's just not my ministry.
Side note.
I got it.
Wait, hold on. No.
I
I gotta get this out. Do you think there's more men healing women than women healing men?
Definitely.
I think that
Healing in what way though? Where
No,
were we
Just
talking?
healing can be in multiple ways
I've
depending
seen
on
it
the
where
scenario.
a man has to mature a woman, and I've seen it where a woman coddles a man. So I would say that by percentages.
Wait, why did those words just switch up?
Because
How is it a man maturing a woman, but a woman coddling a man? Ain't that the same thing?
Biggie, no, it's
because a
not.
man
It's how
can
to
mature and grow a woman. Like, have you ever seen a man date a woman who is not
there
there?
Yes.
mentally,
So
financially.
it's a different
all
thing
that.
what a man does for a woman, right? Not even like financially, because he's going to take a man that loves a woman is going to take care of what he loves, right?
And they never won't put it up.
And that's just
Unconditionally,
what
yes.
it is.
But women will.
But when a woman is not,
It's conditions.
when she's not where she
It's
needs to
conditional.
be emotionally or mentally or mature wise, he has to father her, right? So he has to mature her.
So when you flip it, wouldn't it be she has to be mother to him?
That's coddling. What do you call a
I
mother
mean,
who
ain't that
coddles her
the
son?
I mean, I
No.
was just saying the terms is the
Because
same.
and then that
but-
brings me back to the point where I was saying, like, especially for a woman, you cannot date a man if he's not where he wants to be in certain aspects, because he will despise you.
Not necessarily.
Mm,
I'm fighting.
I beg to
listen,
differ.
listen. I'm fighting the department. I'm fighting to get into the fire department right now.
Mm-hmm.
If I got a woman that understands that is a journey,
Passion.
and that's a
Okay.
passion of mine, I'm like I said, I
So
have to outdo.
are you putting in the work?
Yes.
Okay, are you doing all your exercises, your fitness? Because you know it's that big old fitness test that you got to do to get into the firefighter camp.
It's 90% mental, 10% physical.
Okay, but are you doing what you need to do?
I'm doing what I need to do up here.
Okay,
It has
so
nothing to
are
do with
you
physical.
are you applying? Are you going to these meetings that they do for the firefighter thing? All the things that you need to do to get prepared
like
to go
her.
into
No.
the firefighter
It's in
academy.
every
Different
aspect
strokes
of
for
your
different
life, not
folks.
just your relationship, your
Right?
personal,
We're
your
talking
financial.
If we can get deeper. It depends on.
No,
what
but
division
what
you're
I'm
going
saying
to.
is that if you're
It's different.
preparing and you're already
but
in
exactly.
play,
And mind you,
then a woman holding you down while you get into that academy is different.
but it's not about.
But most
it's not
women
about
won't hold
holding
you down, though.
It's not about holding down.
Okay, but saying most, okay. I'm just
What do you
saying,
want me to say? 50-50?
No,
Half?
because
What-
you don't know the statistics, but
No.
to put everybody in a
I'm saying-
general
no.
box.
General box.
Because truth be told, most women will put men.
Most
in box.
women that you've
They
dealt
will
with,
pick.
or most.
So we're
I'm
talking
saying,
about
I'm
with
saying
this
from a general
communication
pool
here.
in this era.
Like-
I'm not saying from what I dealt with. What I dealt with, oh shit, Lord look out. But that's neither here nor there. In respect to everybody I dealt with, but we're talking about the standard era of women and men today. That's what it is. Like most women won't understand that a person is pursuing a job, a career that's not going to pay much off rip. I
Not
make
pay
more,
what? What do you mean?
like dividends, like as far as like my salary, and I use, because if we're gonna talk money, we're gonna talk money.
Talk
My
it.
salary is only $50K
Okay.
a year starting out.
Okay.
So you're
And
saying most women ain't gonna fuck
Most
with you
women
because
not
your
gonna
salary
mess
is
with
only
that.
50K?
Granted, they admire a firefighter. Like how many people hate a firefighter?
Where are y'all meeting these women though?
No, I'm just saying. I said the standard perception.
Las Vegas. Say it again, Quan. Say it again, Quan. Vegas.
So you're 32, right?
33,
33.
be 34. this
So
year.
you're expecting to get into the firefighter academy before 35.
No, I don't. There's no age on that. A
No,
wise
she's
man told me
asking
that.
I'm
you right
asking you, what is
now.
your
No,
plan?
I don't have an age.
She's asking you what's your plan.
I don't have an age because
No,
when
I'm asking what's your
what I'm saying,
plan.
when you set a
Plan.
goal in that
Right.
field, when you set a goal, you're bound to fail. You have to go off of the actions and the mindset that you have that you're going to get in.
Right.
A
So-
person.
So
Listen,
she's
no, listen.
asking how long until you give up that you're not going
I'm
to get
not
into
giving
the
up
fire
shit.
department,
I'm not
nigga.
giving up nothing. That's
No,
all I can say.
I'm not asking him how long he's going to give up. What I'm saying is
There's no
this,
milestone in
right? So like as a woman, me, right? Okay, boom. You want to pivot and go into this new career. You want to be a firefighter. I wouldn't be opposed to that, right? Because I'm holding my own weight, right? And together we're doing this. Remember, that goes back to saying, like, it's not always going to be 80-20. It's not always going to be 70-30. It's not always going to be 90-10, right? It's not always going to be that way. So if you're in it to win it, sometimes you have to accept that it's going to be different, right? So me, if I knew that was my man's goal, he's actively applying himself to get into the firefighter academy, right? I know that it's greater later, right? Because I'm career minded. So that means that I've already looked up everything that you already trying to get into. I'm already in your vision. I'm already looking at the salaries. I'm looking at the steps for the salaries.
That would be.
I'm looking at the
hard to
PERS.
have the
I know you're gonna have
conversation
a
with y'all
bomb
because y'all are
retirement.
the
Like, you're gonna have
apples off the
PERS.
tree.
You can have
You
a great
understand what I'm
retirement.
saying?
I
You're right.
know
You're right.
that when you're a firefighter, that you're not gonna be home on the days that you work because you got to go sleep in the firefighter house. You got to be there with your team. So I understand what that lifestyle comes with, right? So being the woman that I am, I'm already forecasting. While you're telling me your dream and stuff, I'm already seeing, okay, how can we do this? I'm in it to win it, right? So I already know what the number is going to look like. Now, what am I going to do as a team player to make sure that this boat stays afloat while you pursue your dream? See, there's different things. And that's why I say you can't say, well, what's the statistics? How many women, I can't do that, right? Because everybody is of their own mind. And what one woman may do, the next won't. What I will do, the next woman may not. It may not work for everybody. But that's what I say, like, in a relationship, you have to really gauge where people are. And that comes with communication. That's understanding yourself. And that's, if you're already in a relationship and you're pivoting, these are the changes that you're going to go through in relationships. That's why relationships fail. That's why divorce is as high as it is because people think that it's going to just be one way. Like, life is ebbs and it tides. You have to be able to play with the changes in life. And if you can't do that together as a team, then yeah, you might want to consider, am I with the right person? And there's no.
Or should I be with anybody?
How often is it though? Like I was just telling Lisa while you was explaining, you two are rare apples off the tree because that's why it's hard to say like most women. Just like when women speak, they say most men. It's kind of hard to say that, and then the rebuttal always is, "Well, where are you finding these women at, or where are you finding these men at?"
It's true.
But when you look
common ground.
Yeah, when you look around though, like just like you said, in today's world that we live in, most women ain't understanding how you just broke all that shit down. Most ain't even thinking about that type shit. Like, nigga, this is what you're gonna. Most women ain't thinking about the future. They just thinking about present and right now type
But
shit.
it's men's responsibility as well for them to know that the woman that they're vetting, that where she is mentally, spiritually,
Right. What is she
all
doing
that
herself?
right.
Sounds like we got a lot
Not
of
about like, oh, what do you
responsibilities.
bring to the table, but literally like, what's going on in her mind? Where has she been? Where has she traveled to? Where has she come from?
And that's the disconnect because what you just said, those particular situations is where either men or women don't really look into. You get what I'm trying to say? So you guys are rare because what pretty much majority of what you said, besides a few other little key parts that ruins relationships in that journey, you pretty much said it. You get what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, those conversations, even though you tell the person that it's not how it's perceived a certain way, it's like, yo, what are we going to do right now? I'm like, okay, I understand what we got to do right now, but I'm telling you what the end goal is or the long goal is. You know what I'm trying to say?
Long-term plan.
Most men, me,
Okay, there we go.
me, I'm willing to tell a person off of what my long-term goal is of what I'm doing or how I'm going about it. You get what I'm trying to say? Or if I'm dealing with somebody, or if I'm not dealing with somebody, it's up to them to understand, like, okay, you're going to be doing this, but what are we doing? Are we actually still doing something, or are you just doing you, or am I doing me? You know what I'm saying? That don't happen because at the end of the day, instead of understanding that, it's like, okay, well, I mean, that's cool. Like, you're going to do that, and I know you're going to do good, but what's going on right now? And it's like, bro, like, things can still happen, but you're looking at it as like you're just worried about you. No, that's not what I'm worried about. I'm saying as a man of substance or pursuing something off of what I've got going on and how this is going to go. But instead of you understanding now, okay, cool, we're going to apply that, but we're going to do this, and this too. It's like, well, okay, well, if you're going to go do that, go do that. You get what I'm trying to say? It turns into a minimized situation.
Right.
To a point where you don't even want to talk no more. You're like, okay, that's cool. And now, you know what I'm saying, you're thinking somebody that's in your corner and have your best interest and wants to actually, you know, give you affirmations, to give you motivation, they're like, oh, okay, I mean, well, you go do that, and I mean, you're gonna get it.
So the excitement.
Hey, Angel, you
Yeah,
right
fuck.
though. Angel said the caliber of women on our podcast today is the exception, not the rule.
I mean,
Above average. Real shit though, because that's what I'm saying. Like it's I like having these conversations with women of y'all caliber because it opens my mind up, and it's like a breath of fresh air to actually see and hear, and you get what I'm saying, to be in that energy, that aura, because not every day do you get to, your mind gets stimulated by, I guess you could say, a woman nowadays. So
Yeah, because you have to get out your comfort
but that's
zone.
as much. That's why I love being around women so much, because I learn shit from them every
I wouldn't
day.
necessarily say that. I think what it is when you're able to talk to a woman and you're able to breathe while talking to them, that plays a big part. Because most men, when they're talking, they're like, and they're just getting everything out, and they're not breathing. But when a woman actually understands you, it's like,
You're
okay,
calm.
cool,
Right.
you're calm. So now
I
you
love
know everything
energy.
you're saying is being processed, is being listened to, not heard. Because a lot of women will hear you all day, but how many women actually listen to you?
Right. And that comes down to like women understanding too. Like right now we're talking, right? We're having a discussion. I think a lot of times that comes down to women understanding that listen to a man. Like listen to what he's saying. Hear him, feel him.
Don't listen to respond.
Don't listen to
understand.
respond. Let him just talk. Sometimes just let the man talk. Allows him to breathe. Like he can find a safe space with the woman. But because we're always so snappy, we want to have a response to everything. And then another thing that we do too is we always want to solve that man's problem. It's not our place to solve a man's problem. If he asks for input, if he asks for solid advice, then yeah, we speak and we give that. But telling a man, well, what you should do, what you need to do, no man want to hear that. And I think that's the problem with a lot of women, is that we are in a place where we want to be heard, and that's understood. We want to be felt. We want to have our voices like
But then you
elevated.
get into
But that-
masculine energy.
Right, and then you're in the masculine.
When you're working
into
in
this
your
shit right
masculine
here.
energy,
Right.
that could really
'Cause-
disturb the peace.
Yeah.
Now,
Especially when you're dealing with a man.
Right.
give me the
Yeah.
difference.
What do you mean?
Y'all difference, masculine and feminine energy.
From a woman's perspective.
Yes, yes. I need y'all the difference. What separates the two?
Well, I mean, feminine, like I say now, it's like I'm trying to live my soft life. I don't want to be in my masculine where it's like I've got to make all the hard decisions and I've got to,
Please come take over.
yeah. I'm trying to keep it light
You got a lot to
tonight.
say?
I'm
Say it,
trying
girl.
to keep
That's,
it light.
that's why y'all here.
But even
Talk
down
that shit.
to, and it's funny, even down to taking the trash out.
Right.
I'm looking at JoJo like, hey, bro, get that trash. My son, my 9-year-old son.
Yes.
Because it's like, while there isn't that other masculine energy around, it's like, I don't feel like a lady when I have to get my hands dirty in that way.
Right.
You know, but I'll go out and I'll work and I'll make the money and I'll pay the bills. But damn, it's like, I just want to live my soft life now.
Let me ask y'all a
I've
question.
been working
Take my car
in
to
that
get washed,
energy
go
for
put some gas
so
in my
long
car.
that now,
Yeah.
and while you would think with that ex I was talking about, I'd be like, oh yeah, give me all the money because I'm tired of. But it's still
I got a
a
question
difference
for
with
y'all.
that.
Yeah. Because that comes into, it's not about the gifts. Now I want you to be, you want a man who is present so he can be of service, right? Like to serve and to be served kind of thing. Like take this off of me so I can concentrate my energy in this other realm. So I can
Thank
rest in my feminine.
you.
Be cool while you handle the other
Now,
stuff.
I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question. Are you okay with, let's say you, because I kind of know the answer to this question. I do, but I don't. You working, you paying all the bills. Are you okay with your man staying at home and taking care of everything else? You being in your, you.
She's not okay with it.
No, this is a real question.
My
though.
thing
Like,
is
because it's very frowned upon because
What
we
if-
know people. You know what I'm saying? I know people that the woman does. I don't want to say does what the man's supposed to do, but like she's the breadwinner. And
what reason would it be? Like if it was a medical necessity and we locked in, AKA we married. If it was a medical necessity, if, you know, like let's be real. with the job economy right now, right? Like people are not getting jobs as fast. I wouldn't say they can't get jobs. They're not getting the type of jobs in their fields that they want as fast as we used to be able to, right? Sometimes there's layoffs. But any man will take a job so that he doesn't have to do that, right? Like most men they'll change industries and what they do for work so that they won't be in that position.
Facts.
So unless it's like medically necessary,
Then no.
or it's just
Or
that type of
felon,
economy.
nigga. Like if you got
felon, I don't date
see so
felons.
much tiptoeing around this motherfucker.
I will not. I'm sorry, but if you got a felony, and you allow that F to stop you from hustling and making money, you're definitely not my type. So I won't say that I won't date a felon. I won't say that.
Right.
But if a felon allows that F to stop him from making money, because there's
Talk
people that
your
get out of
shit.
jail.
Like,
and become
don't
entrepreneurs
give me
and
the
make money.
excuses, right.
Don't give me no excuse, because there's people that get
You're
out of
gonna
jail
find a way.
and really figure it
Hustle.
out and make money
Yes.
because they have that internal
Okay.
change.
So
Yes.
you're the breadwinner. He worked, but he's still home more than you. Are you okay with that? Like taking care of
can I
the
be
house, like doing all the shit. Like it's hard to say
Being
doing
the
all the shit
active
that what the
service of
woman
what
would
you
do.
do. No,
if the
let me-
roles were
let me-
supposed to be the
let me-
traditional way.
Tag me in.
You
Tag
get
me
what
in.
I'm
Tag
saying?
me
Go
in.
ahead,
Tag me in.
Fees. Tag in.
What he's trying to say, some fact matter is he is home more, but he is actually taking everything off you, doing the laundry, cleaning,
Dishes,
doing the
all
dishes,
the other
everything like that. Because there are men that has done that and it still is minimized. The simple fact matter
No,
is,
like
I'm
if
saying, but
if
I
that
haven't.
season requires, if I'm locked in and that season requires my man to be home because medically he can't work,
Keyword.
No,
or
no,
he's
no,
underemployed.
no. You're not missing. You're missing what he's saying.
What is he saying?
Some fact matters, he is working.
Okay.
He may not be working as much.
Why
but
is
at
he
the same
not
time,
working
it's
as much, though?
But
But
see,
why does-
but see,
that
that
shouldn't
doesn't matter.
though.
Well, no,
That's not-
To me, that doesn't
because-
matter. But at the same time, he's still being an active service. He's still making sure the house is clean.
He's
Okay.
still holding
making
his
sure
weight.
He's still
So
holding
this-
his weight.
so he's
he's
still
still
holding
doing
his
the
weight,
laundry.
and so-
He's still making sure. Hold on. He's still making sure when you come home, even though you may go home later than him,
Still putting
that you
gas
got.
in the car,
You
changing the
you still
oil.
got towels and stuff waiting for you to get in the shower and do your business.
Bath water ready. all
Bath
that.
water running. So, matter of fact, the moment when you
Let's
walk
be
in
real
there,
here. That's not happening.
It's
That's
not
not
true.
true,
Bullshit.
though.
That's
That's not
bullshit.
true.
That's bullshit.
That's not
bullshit.
true.
I've done it. I've done it consistently. Not it's her birthday or this and third every single day.
Yeah.
So
Every single day.
he works, but he's just not working full time. He's working 3/4 the time.
Yeah, that's what I was
half
trying to
the
understand.
time.
When you say he's not working as
He's
much,
taking the
that's what
kids
I'm-
to school. He's doing, making sure, like, just doing majority of what
For season.
traditionally.
I think it
For
depends
You keep
on the
saying season.
I think it depends on the
it's
circumstance
four
and what he's
seasons in the year,
actually
Biggie.
doing. Because
I
if
understand
why are
that.
you working part time if I'm working?
Yeah, like, that's why I
full-time?
say, like-
Because
That's what I don't
somebody
get.
has to sacrifice. Somebody has to sacrifice to make sure that everything else that has to do in the household is taken care of. You understand what I'm
As
saying?
far as like sacrificing extra money to
making
have
sure-
housekeeping come in,
I'm not talking about
or-
money. I'm talking about the house, like just the house to
No,
make sure the
I
house
appreciate
is
the house is
still
being taken
standing.
care of. The house is still standing because whether we was both working full time or not, the house
Right.
is still gonna be taken care of, right? Because we both outside the house working. If there is ever a season that medically is necessary, there's a season that's under.
No, it's her
that's
answer.
that's that minimizing.
No, it's
Yeah.
not minimizing because why are we having a conversation about a man not doing the work outside the home like that?
Right.
And those are conversations
That's-
that we have to
it
get
was
into
just a question.
it.
But that goes
Right,
back.
but you
no.
can't see the way my rationale works.
It is though.
In my mind,
not you.
Oh.
in my mind, I'm gonna ask those questions. Like, yes, I have a standard. Like, okay, if it's medical, yes, you can be home because
Right? Why
you
you
can't
mad at her standard?
You can't
No,
do
it's
that.
not.
No,
I'm not. But I just
I'm
want to know
not-
why
I'm
is it
not
a
talking about-
stipulation
But
like
if
the
you're-
nigga got to be
But
crippled
you see,
and
but-
For
then it's
her,
okay.
yes.
But mind
for
you-
her,
but mind you-
everybody is different.
Me
But why
personally,
do you want to be home? Like that's why is this circumstance? That's what we have to look at.
Why
right?
are you not having?
And
why
then-
don't you want 3
and
jobs
then-
so that I don't have to work the full time, so that I can do my feminine duty?
But and even
But who said that that's the feminine duty? That's the point that I'm trying to get at.
It is,
This is
though.
what
Let's-
I'm touching on.
let's be
like,
real, right?
Why,
No woman wants. We can talk about how
who
we're so
made the
proud
rule
to be
book of-
single
of-
moms, how
of
we're so
standards and
independent,
etc.?
how we're so just man. We in charge of everything. We got everything. Like
Yeah.
we're taking care of everything.
Yeah.
You hear that, but nobody's actually like boasting about that shit. Nobody wants to be a single mom. Nobody wants to have to spend their last dime making sure everybody else is fucking taken care of before themselves.
Yeah.
You'll hear it, but that
But we're
shit is
supposed
where
to do
nobody
that.
is.
But as a man, we're supposed to do that.
Are you? Because from what you're
That's-
saying,
No, what I asked was just a generalized question. I've been on that side, but I'm also been on the other side.
But
You
it was just
understand
for a
what I'm
season,
saying?
though. It wasn't like
Yes,
that you wanted
it was.
to do.
So
But
that's
I
what
also hated myself when I wasn't able to be the breadwinner.
So
or
remember when I
able-
said earlier in our conversation is that when you're dealing with a man who's not able and he begins to hate himself because he's not able to do what he wants to do.
Bam.
That shit's
Yeah, I
right there.
completely agree. Yeah, no, I agreed to that. I just,
So, the
I just
energy-
want to. It's
So
just a question. Long story
So,
short.
right. So then when we talk about that energy of
You got
because he
something to
said
say?
that
Fuck yeah.
a man won't hate a woman for taking care of him. A man indeed will. Because that energy that he has for himself is gonna be
Resentment,
it's
that's what it
resentment.
is.
It's
Yes.
going to be reflected
I
out.
didn't
it is.
hate her for taking care of me.
you hated.
I didn't
you
resent her for taking care of me. Now, the hate and the resentment came because it began to be thrown in my face.
But really, that
I began to
all
be
that
belittled
is
and
what you don't like. What's
down-talked.
irritating you is what's happening inside of yourself.
Yes.
Whatever it was that she was
And
doing,
that energy is festering.
that
and
energy.
that's why she's throwing
so
it
you're
out.
resenting
Like,
and you're
that's real.
hating yourself.
That's not true.
Go ahead, Fee.
That's not
Spit
true.
your shit. You've been holding your tongue.
Outside noise plays a vital part in women's logics, whether you want to say it or not. Whether, and mind you, it's not all women. Some women are tight with their cousins. Some women are tight with this. So when they hear this or they see certain things, they're like, "Oh, girl, I don't know why you do this," or "I don't know why you do it." Instead of her being like, "Hey, this not y'all. This is my life. Let me live it." It becomes a repetitive thing.
Well,
So
that's
it
if she's
started-
sharing
That's
her
if she's
personal
sharing her
life
personal
with her
life.
friends
you gotta understand. But you
anyway.
gotta understand that's not everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of. Yeah, I even use myself. I always use my like I told like I always told.
I'd
I
rather you
myself
ask the
example.
question than go off of
No,
general women or
no,
general
because I
men
have to-
because
you have to,
we
because
are
that's the
four
standard.
individuals sitting
but
here.
you're absolutely
Yeah.
right. But I'm just saying off of what you see on a day-to-day basis. Y'all may not see that. You get what I'm trying to say?
No,
So
and it is a
I'm
thing
saying-
that women use each
I'm
other
saying-
to counsel each other about relationships.
Okay,
Yes,
now
like that.
mind you,
You've
that's the
definitely
problem.
done
And
That is
one
the
of
problem.
and one of the best things
That is one of the
about
biggest issues.
my bestie here, right?
Oh my God, here we go
Let me
with this.
tell you.
Here we go with this
Oh,
shit.
shit.
One of the
Don't
best
be-
things
don't
about my
embarrass me.
bestie here,
Please embarrass her.
she put me on, right? She put me on
Oh,
to,
shit.
to go into therapy.
Oh.
It was very simple. because
Life-changing.
It was life changing. Like,
I want to hear it.
it's good to have friends to talk to,
wanna
and she
hear
would really set boundaries around therapy. Like,
I don't want to hear it.
I want to talk to you, but I don't want your therapy. I want you to be my friend and listen, but I got a therapist for this other stuff. And I think that it just depends on the maturity of the people, right? Because if I'm going to someone and I'm saying, hey, this is why you got to stick to wise counsel, right?
yes.
There's a lady named Beverly Smith, Bev Smith, y'all. She's like a influencer, fashion. She's great, right? She said that. She imparted that. Stick to wise counsel is when you're going through something in life, you have to understand that everybody is not qualified to be an ear, and everybody's not qualified to be counsel to whatever it is that you're going through in life. So if you're having a relationship issue, it might not be wise to go to your friend who hates her boyfriend,
Jesus Christ.
or who's on the verge of a divorce, or a single friend who's just fucking miserable because she's humping around and
Right.
nobody
Is that
really
why they
loves
say
her.
And
when
you're
you-
asking their opinion.
asking
Why?
their
Is that why they say
Why?
when you're married, don't talk to your single friends because, or
When
hang,
you're
not
married-
really
Talk
talk
to
but
them, but
hang
don't-
out like,
You
don't
can't
let's take
talk
their
to
advice because they're
unmarried-
single.
You
Don't
can't
confide
talk
to
to
them off of
unmarried
stuff.
people
There you
about
go. Don't
marital
confide.
problems because they don't have the wisdom or
the
the lived
experience.
experience to tell you anything.
Shit,
I got
most
a
married
random question.
motherfuckers don't
And then
adhere to
married
adversity
people-
until it happened either.
But married people, and I always used to say, married people, they the worst ones out here in the dating pool, right? And it's true, they are the worst motherfuckers in the dating pool, right?
She said she used to say it, but she just said it.
Fuck them
But-
motherfuckers. I'm
Majority
like,
Still
of
saying it.
the dating pool is married people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, too, is that you
Damn.
have
why
to understand that
No, for
married
real.
people are having this experience. Some people are just married for the first time. So they probably didn't have their mother or father to give them real examples of what it is to go through in a marriage. They probably first generation married couple, or their parents hid everything. Because you got to remember, older people didn't share their marriage problem.
Right.
They
God.
And they stayed
Damn,
together for the
bro.
and they
kids.
stayed
So
together for the
raised
sake of the
you?
family. So
but then
Streets.
wait, time out,
but
time out, time out, wait, time out,
hate you, Lee.
time out,
The
time out,
streets.
time out, because there's an unwritten saying in that most married couples back in the day
Right.
had more problems than these new age
But
people.
that's what
You
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
have known
But
it.
you would have
but,
known
but,
it.
but you gotta understand that. But
they
just
kept that
because,
shit in the house.
but just because they internalized that between themselves, did they actually display that when y'all was around?
No.
Just be honest.
The thing is
Wait,
that
I'll throw some out there.
the thing is
No.
Go
You're
ahead.
gonna let me talk right now. Because I'm the man. I'm the alpha. I talk in this month. No, I'm just playing.
You can have the floor.
I respect women. So, you know. But think about it. Yo grandma and grandpa, not just, why do they have separate rooms? Why don't they sleep together? Why do they, mind you, I know space is everything.
Them niggas don't like each other.
But no.
Right.
No, let's not do that. We definitely know some people. We know some people in our community that used to do that. You go to the house and be like, this room nice? This room nice. Wait a minute. Why is only picture?
That's my dad's room. Get out of
that's
there.
my dad. Get out.
That's literally my
that's
goal,
not
though.
their room.
It's
Right, to live
But
together.
no, but
together
I'm
and
saying
live
it's things like
separately.
that. But if we're talking about
So why
actual,
live together then?
No, but if we're talking about actual love and harmony, it should be always some type of counseling or consoling, and y'all
But I think
actually
that's where we evolve, right? So while we're sitting here saying that our elders didn't really they didn't tell everyone their marriage problems, we acknowledge that also was responsible for handing down improper coping mechanisms to women and men in marriages. So now that we're in the age of information, we understand that, yes, I can go talk to a therapist about my problem and implement those skills that I'm getting in therapy in my relationships, not just in my marital relationship or my intimate relationship, but with my family members, my friends, my coworkers. We can use that information to learn how to cultivate better relationships, right? So it's not to say that you can't talk to your friends. It's also a matter of respect. I'm not going to dump my problems on my friend because they're not my therapist. I have someone who I can pay to tell my problems too. But also setting a boundary, because if I tell you my problems and I allow you to speak on my marriage or my relationship, then I'm allowing you to disrespect my relationship and my mate. And while I might not like his ass today, that's still my man. And so if you disrespect him tomorrow, I might have to whoop your ass. So that's how you break up friendships.
That ain't what's going on now.
But it's not. But that's where you have to divide mature people from immature people. You have to understand. You have to deal with people who deal with life like you do, or at least try to deal with people who deal with life similarly to you. That way, when you're talking to your friends and you're having these conversations with people, you can get like-minded information or like-minded wisdom. Like, why would I talk to an atheist about Jesus Christ? They don't believe in Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? Why would I talk to a Buddhist about Muhammad? They don't agree, right? So, and that's not to step on anybody's belief. But what I'm saying is that you have to be equally yoked in all things. So I'm going to talk to my friends about my problems, but to a degree. I'm not going to tell them exactly what I'm going through. I might do a hypothetical situation, but I also just want my friend to listen to me because I got a therapist.
And just to have that support.
Right.
And also I want to mention that even, for back in the day and our grandparents and all that, domestic abuse.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So like you
all
said,
around.
there was plenty of things that were not being discussed where that were happening often. And I think we see that now because of social media and, all of just where we are now in society.
Right.
And so I think that's an important thing to remember that, they were dealing with a lot of stuff back then. And it was just a different world, right? So what?
Does that... Because a lot of shit that us or women deal with today, does that make them stronger back then?
I don't think
because a lot of shit, a lot of shit
they're
that,
not on the same playing field though.
A lot of shit that men do now was getting done back then, but a lot of shit back then women didn't trip about because the man was going to work, paying bills, doing everything he was supposed to be doing.
Different
so all
economy,
that extra shit didn't matter.
What she's about to say, everything was different. Where you can have you can quit a job on Friday and have a job on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Where that's just what it is. Like you can have all those type of scenarios different where, you can have a home for X amount of dollars and still pay all your bills and still have stuff left over. So most women was content because they were getting what they were getting on the back end, but the man was providing.
A lot of that has to do
thing.
with rights, women rights too, though, because a lot of shit they weren't allowed to do a lot of shit then that they are allowed to do now.
So
I mean,
not on the same playing field, it doesn't even matter.
But yet again, female extremists they want that, and I'm all up for equality. I'm all up. If you feel like you can go in there and change this turbo engine to do this and third, man, by all means, go do it. I'm gonna sit there and watch you like this.
I got a random question. When you're dating,
like that.
Are you obligated to that other person you dating? Dating, not married. dating, when you dating people, are you obligated to that person?
Are you
What's your take on it? I want to hear your take on it first.
I'm asking the question.
No, but I understand. But no, because it's this a round
I'll
table.
give you my take after.
No. I want to hear. I want to hear your. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Yes, we are.
I want to hear. I want to hear your take on it.
We're doing it.
No, because obviously you brewed this in your head before you thought about it.
Because I just want, because all the conversation that's going on, it just popped.
So what was so hard to you answering that when I first asked you? Rather than like, no, I want to do this. No,
I'm in the middle.
No, okay, you're in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
I mean,
Jennifer asked, did you make a commitment to that person?
What kind of commitment?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Did you or did you not go exclusive with this person saying that, hey,
Did you post their name on your Facebook?
and you know
Who does that?
that, matter of fact, I'm sorry. Hypothetically speaking, this is a hypothetical.
Oh my God.
This is hypothetical.
No, because I've seen people be in relationships, not relationships, but be dating, and he get mad at her for doing something. She get mad at him for doing something, but they're like, it's like why are y'all tripping if you're not like, I don't want to say serious, but
Biggie, that don't make sense.
That's easy.
Am I?
That don't make sense.
There's the understanding's not there. If you have an agreement, if you know how to communicate,
yes,
like mature people, then there's an understanding. And if there isn't, then there isn't. So I mean,
that goes back to what she said, Biggie. So why would you even be around somebody and knowing that those type of entities can happen and you're not, you know what I'm saying? Up front, you're not clear. That don't make sense. If that's the case, then you might as well continue doing what you're doing and she do what she do. I'm not gonna have a person around knowing that's not exclusive. I'm gonna keep it real. That's like you saying, oh, we together, but you can go do this, and this with this person.
That's an open relationship.
Nigga, that's exactly what the fuck you just said, bro. You just said that. You said you kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
No, I said
you're in the middle. You're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The
question that I asked, I was in the middle of, because you asked me what's my take. I'm in the middle. Like,
so that means you're willing to allow some things.
I don't get it. Like on most situations, I'm in the middle of everything.
So you're willing to allow certain things while you're seeing somebody.
To a certain extent.
No, not happening. Listen.
If
I'm going to pour in you, I'm going to pour into you. That's just me. Whether we're dating, whatever the case may be.
You have to. I think we have to really understand. Like, are we dating? Are we courting? Are we together? Like,
they don't even have that in the vocabulary sometimes, though. Because sometimes
go ahead, give
people
it to them. Put it in their vocabulary.
We got the answer on the screen.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh. And we obligated to each other.
Go ahead.
But like you got to
break down the difference.
You got to break down the difference. If we just talking and we're going on date, like casually, we're seeing each other, then no, we're not obligated.
Doesn't mean that you can't. It just means that
it doesn't mean you can't, but technically we're not.
You said dating. What'd you say? Dating.
Courting.
You know,
like dating is just like we're just going out. We're just having fun. You know, want to go eat. We might go to the movies or something. Like we're just chilling. Courting is like being more intentional.
That means everything.
I'm going to communicate.
Absolutely.
We're going to communicate what it is that we want to accomplish with each other. Hey, I'm digging you. I really like where this is going. We've been on a few dates or whatnot, whatever. Yeah, so I want to court you seriously. Like, let's see where this can go. So that's the difference, right? Is that one is more informal, the other is formal. And then it's like, that's where the commitment starts, right? I think what confuses us is we give people a lot up front. Like we're dating people, but we're kissing each other's private parts and doing all the things, and we're asking each other for money, and we're spending the night at each other's houses. And
hold on, I got another random question.
She going somewhere with this.
Go ahead.
She going
This is
somewhere
for
with
women,
this.
though. This
I know.
question's for
She going
women.
somewhere with this.
so like that goes back to what I said. Like people can deny it all they want. It's like friends with benefits is not really a thing. Like that's a lie. Like at a certain point in life, like you can, right? Like it's a fantasy you chasing. Ooh,
so you saying it's not possible to be friends with benefits?
You can be friends with benefits, but just know that feelings are going to get involved eventually somewhere with somebody.
Some things.
Yeah, I can agree
happen.
to that. I can agree to that.
No matter you can, and
that,
mind you, and that's the sick perception of today. You can say, okay, we're just messing around, right? It's strictly sex. It ain't gonna be too many times where y'all are having sex and something is either said or something's done to your liking, whether it's your liking or her liking,
and you don't, and the other person doesn't know that.
So you're thinking that it's still sex, and then it's the feelings start to come in. Then you start to not answer phone calls. Then you start to this, and then you're like, "Well, why you not? That's weird. Why you not hitting me?" And I just want to do that. Come on, now, let's keep that shit real. Like most people, that's just what it is. Something is going to transpire. You're going to get something. You're going to get something of that person's energy. And it's going to hold near and dear to you.
I have to say that I've had more experiences where I've told them up front, just let's keep it at this.
Yeah.
And
most of the time, men. Most of the time,
it's like the chasing.
Men love challenges.
Stalking. It's the
no, they don't.
You're a lie.
Most men want things their way off of how they perceive it in their head.
I agree.
Yes.
But
when it don't happen,
when it comes
I just
to a
think
challenge,
it's funny how
like,
it's that thought like, oh man, she crazy.
She
and
put
she
me
just,
in the friend zone. Yeah.
Like no, like she's crazy and like I told her, we're friends with benefits, but like in my experience, I've seen it more when a woman is
set
the
that
one
boundary,
setting
like
that,
nigga, I just want some penis. Yeah.
Just trying to get some dick. And then they're the ones
that's
that
her
like
fault for having some good
out,
cat.
But I also think
it's not even.
I knew you were making fun of. I knew this was going to be your freaky ass.
You know how hard it is to find some good pussy.
It's better off finding a motherfucker that got a brain. That's what those shit.
Which leads me to my
pussies
when as men and women, when do you make the decision to let someone when you have sex with someone unprotected?
I think that's just spur of the moment type shit. I don't think people think about that now these days.
You think so?
I don't think they do. I don't think we're going to be protected. I don't think that's a conversation. I think that's like a spur of the moment. If they like you, they're gonna do it regardless. Keep it real. That's how I see it. If they have something, if they're fond of you,
some that like you, nigga, and until you get to that point, you put that condom
and like I said, that's in a perfect world. That's how you want to see it, but that's not what it is, bro. Let's keep it raw. If a girl like you, right? I pointed with my pinky. If a girl like you, she gon' fuck you.
But that don't mean she gonna fuck me unprotected.
Bro, again, if she really like you and you ain't got it and she has some type of admiration for you and she really feels you, she gonna fuck you. Now, y'all may have a conversation after, but in the midst of the moment.
We can't do this again. We wasn't supposed to do this.
Man, no.
People don't admit.
No, you shouldn't. Oh my God, don't do it. I said no.
If we're doing a survey, I can tell you, folks are not going to ever admit that they do that.
So the condom thing, right? Which is a crazy question, right? Because like you got a condom after you didn't ate your coochie.
Yeah, that don't make sense. You might as well listen. You're going to get
up everything you can suck up.
You're going to get this
You're
raw.
not getting the girl pregnant, eating her out. Sorry.
You're right, but you're going to get this raw rod after that.
Pregnancy is the only thing you're worried about.
You're going to get this raw rod.
If I'm doing that, I ain't putting no
listen,
condom on.
we are going in. I'm
Freaky
sorry.
ass boy. 69 guy.
No. I like Kendrick. He on the West Coast. Drake is the other way. No, we're not doing that. Fuck you. Anyway, but that's just what it is. Like, you can't really put a label on that. It's the spur of the moment type of thing. Like some people will talk about it, and there's some people, like I said, if they really feeling you, that shit don't matter, because their intentions after is y'all still dealing with each other. Not just y'all just doing it raw and doing that.
I don't know. I'm different, bro. I don't fuck like that because I don't like condoms.
Why does show always end up at the sex part?
It don't.
I
it
felt
does
like
not.
we were headed towards somewhere.
Don't even say that. Fees, don't even point at me, motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I mean, you had a lot of sexual questions,
because
it's
just I'm thinking about shit that I've been watching all week.
I don't even want to. I don't want to imagine that. Come on now.
Porn.
We related.
Yeah, Pornhub and shit. Yeah.
Stay off the hub.
Yeah, no.
I mean, shit, but that's just what it is. But no,
my
seriously.
house is the hub looking ass.
Oh, we got some comments.
Yeah, I've been reading the comments all day, all night, all night. So how do I defend myself from the? Nikki said, "How do I defend myself from the crazies?"
You don't. You stop dealing with them. Period.
Somebody said.
How do you dissect someone crazy? Like, when do you know? Like, this motherfucker is just because most people know how to hide that shit.
No, they don't.
You can only hide crazy for so long.
Depends. I mean, if they have a personality.
And is there levels to crazy?
No, the only way is higher.
Is there levels to crazy? Like, what level of crazy is tolerable, and what level of crazy is too much?
When they stop listening to you.
You get what I'm saying?
When they go off of what's in their head and what's valid to them, and not even trying to listen to you and what you're saying. You could be talking to a crazy motherfucker the whole 10 minutes about just what you see of how it is, and in their head, like, okay, I hear you, but. I still find it weird that you do this. I'm just throwing a scenario out that's not.
She said the keyword. The keyword is defend.
Oh.
My bad, sis. My bad.
6 different.
For saying, hey, run for your life.
I hate everybody equally.
I don't know.
So
I'm the crazy, right? So
Are you?
like not
What
not
makes you
like
crazy?
Not like I'm crazy, but what I'm saying is that I think that I just never encountered a crazy dude before. Like, okay, we just gonna stop talking to each other.
She's crazy.
I get.
Oh,
She's the crazy one.
I swear when she said that
get-
automatic look, I'm like,
No, like
okay, all right.
It's coming out.
You've
Usually-
never had someone stalk you.
no.
pop
Usually,
up at your
usually it's
job.
you're mean because you just cut me off. But I think that I do a good job at letting them know that I'm not with that bullshit. And if you come at me like that, we're gonna have issues. That is just it don't work out like that for me.
I also think that
Now, intimate
attitude comes
relationship,
from experience,
Yeah,
though,
'cause
because I can tell you just from past experience, when you don't know how to set your boundaries
Yes.
and how to
Yes.
respect your own boundaries
Yeah.
while setting those for other people,
Yeah.
that opens a door for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And especially if you have children,
Yes.
it's hard. It can be hard to leave a situation when you're dealing with a
Yes.
crazy person. And I'm not talking about dating. I mean, like you're
In a
with them,
full-fledged
you're
relationship,
living with
yes.
them.
Mm-hmm.
You got children together,
Yes.
and
No, sis.
That takes a while.
You made a comment earlier about you want to live together but separately.
Yeah. Live
Old
together.
people.
No.
No, I said it for
yeah.
old
I know
people.
why you said that, but because I'm growing, so I think I'm realizing like there is a difference. Like when you live with somebody, you're gonna you low key get tired of each other. Like that's just gonna happen. So having separate rooms in the house. Would you suggest living apart but still being like? Is it possible to be married but living in two different places
absolutely, and
The fuck?
and
and still be able to function and still be one and all that other
absolutely.
shit?
We just
shout
talked
out
about-
to Betty
Yeah.
Slapika
Because I was gonna
from
say
Citibank.
I just
okay?
seen some shit where the lady was like, "I'm this is my husband, but he also has his own apartment to where
Yeah, it's
if they
fair.
ever get into some shit, the nigga can just go."
No,
I don't
that's
think
fucking
you,
retarded.
No. You
That
don't,
is
okay.
retarded.
You don't go into it thinking we want to get it separate because we get into it. Then, bro,
No,
why
I'm
are
just-
you-
I'm just
No, but
saying,
what I'm saying is,
not
okay.
going.
So when I said shout out to Betty Slapika, that was
Yeah.
my old director at Citibank, and literally she lived in Vegas. Her husband lived in Colorado or something, and they would just travel every weekend or whatever. And it was like you're gone long enough to where
miss them.
you just want to be around them all the
crave 'em.
time. But I kind of attribute what I was saying about, being together but living separately, just my Aquarian nature. And I just
Oh, here they go with the Zodiac
want,
shit.
not necessarily, it's okay. We don't have
Y'all
to
wrapped
talk
this-
Zodiac,
No,
right?
I'm just
but
being funny.
triggered.
You're
Watch
right.
out.
No,
Triggered.
I'm fine.
But I mean,
y'all wrapped up like gang signs, but my bad.
I want to be best friends with who I'm with, like truly best friends. But then also I get in that mode where I just want to isolate. Like, love you, best friend. You over there on that couch, and I'm over here on this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're not.
I just need
clingy
to.
all the time is what you're trying to say, kind of thing.
But is that
Not
even
not
healthy,
necessarily
though?
not necessarily
healthy?
clingy, but more so like my energy gets drained, right? And so instead of remaining around that person and knowing that I'm gonna be triggered by certain things that I'm not normally triggered by, it's like doing a disservice to the relationship, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And then also I think it's important for relationships for you to have your own separate friends and separate hobbies, right? But I want to do everything with my man. But I think it's important that you keep yourself when you're in a relationship, because I definitely fell into that. I won't mention which relationship, but I definitely fell into that. Wanting to
chitty
do
bang bang.
everything
Yeah.
for them, right? And then after it went sour years later, where am I at? Like, what am I left with? You know what I'm saying? So that's just why I think it's now, for me, the goal would be to have separate wings. Okay, we're not talking about separate rooms. I'm talking about separate wings. We got a
Explain.
big enough house.
Explain.
She
We
covered-
got a
she-
big enough
she
crib.
said
I'm
man.
Boy,
manifesting right now.
no. She cleaned that up.
I'm
She
manifesting right
cleaned that
now,
up.
okay?
She cleaned that up because how she
He over
started,
here,
she was getting
she
fired
was about
up.
to attack her.
She was. I was about to go full banshee mode on her. She cleaned. Women are good for starting something.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's not how they started. So you'd be like, You know what I'm about to?
So T, what was you about to say? Is what healthy?
I mean, she touched on it. It's
That's crazy.
like you got to be able to have your own
Y'all both crazy.
space. I think
Nuts.
I
They
think
both
the
fucking
misconception
crazy.
is I'm in a relationship, so I got to be under this person 24/8. Like, no.
That is the most. That is the common like expectation of most people. Like most people think like that. Like,
Wait a minute.
But you
Once
walk
you
to
get
the
in a
beat of your own
relationship.
drum. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. This is
Right.
all about who you're dealing with
Yeah.
and what you guys see is healthy for your relationship.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all been on here today. This was a
Yeah.
very.
Majority of that's one sided.
A
But
very-
anyway,
But speak on
I'm
it.
not
How
going
is
to
it?
sick because
because
the simple fact of the matter is like it's let's strip it down real quick. Most men are willing to take a woman in, right? Their home. Like, hey, you ain't got nothing. Come here, I got you, and build around the woman, right? What you need to do to be comfortable. I run this, but you are here. You're welcome. Where most women, if it's other around, most men can't live with women and go into their establishment or their home and make it something. You get what I'm trying to say? It's it has to be pins and needles. It has to be, hey, if you're doing this, that, and the third. But the golden rule is if you're the man that come in there, you're paying everything, you skate. It's okay. It's not okay because it should be both ways, no matter how the situation may go. But there's always this loophole in certain situations that is irritating. And I hear it so much, I'd be like, you're getting invoice for that. Quan, get them. But it's like that it gets tiring. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not always that. And you can sit here and suck your teeth, crazy lady, all you want. But I'm just saying.
I was gonna say something.
No. You,
Say what you got to say,
You just hush them
Because
lips.
When we have these hypothetical questions about,
They're not
well, a man
hypothetical.
will do this for a woman, but a woman would never do this for a man.
They're not hypothetical.
You see how
In my-
she said
in
it?
my
Never do
head-
this for a man.
Women
In
are
my
good at it.
head, I can't help but to ask, why do men want to be in that situation?
It's not about being in a situation. Like I said, things happen. We're not saying that men
Life
want to be
happens.
put in that.
Okay,
Like
so
you
hold
go
on.
looking for that.
Yeah, no, I'm
but-
not. Motherfuckers not looking like, oh, y'all want to do this out there. Sometimes
Yeah.
the situation happen, but like I said, if we're going to break it down, there are more women. There are more men that's willing to bring a woman in and make that woman
So
feel
in what
comfortable. Listen, no, hear what I'm saying. But the thing about it is, if you're going to have marriage and have this unionship and be like, okay, we are one. I got you. I got me. If y'all can't do that even in that stage, why would y'all even jump to the next step? It's
Great
always
question.
something. It's always the particular small things that rupture relationships. And there's a lot of things that can be actually consoled to, right? Of what you said about clarity and conversation
Right.
that most people overlook. I'm just saying.
So
And yes, I'm talking about it because I'm talking from experience.
okay, so
So there's a difference. I'm not triggered.
you said no
dick.
one goes. You said no one goes out. No man goes out looking like I'm gonna go live with this
Yeah,
lady.
they don't. They
But-
don't.
But why?
You keep saying, but why?
How?
Okay.
How then?
I see
does
in your
a
head
man
you're trying
arrive-
to
No,
put
how
this
does
in
a
a way-
man arrive at that point where he's like,
Life.
I'm about to move in? Okay, what kind of circumstances?
It doesn't.
I
like
know a
said,
couple
you're,
of
you're
female-
dancing around the fact.
Listen, I know a
No,
couple
I'm
of
just
females that
asking
be
a
moving
question.
I'm
niggas
just.
in.
I mean, because those are women who have
My man, my
codependency
man,
issues
my man.
too.
Yes, I think that they got a lot of self issues. Yes,
Right?
Yes.
Right? It's kind of like
I
Okay,
think
it's kinda
that's
like-
that is
it's
like
kinda,
every I would say there's different situations and circumstances.
Different
it is
strokes for different
strokes
folks.
for different
Because-
folks. But what I'm saying
right.
is like when you ask a woman who wouldn't do it, you have to ask that woman why her standards are the way that they are. What are her experiences? How was
yes.
she raised? Why is it that her boundary and her standard is no, I'm not going to move a man into my home. But if we were to cohabitate,
I'm coming to
I
your
can
house,
come to
nigga.
his house. Or if we were to combine, right? How are we going to do this? Because I think for most women, moving a man into her home is understanding that he's coming into the domain that she's created,
She's
right?
expecting him to
And
lead
she's-
at that point.
But it puts her in a place of vulnerability. This is the domain that she's created for herself, and she's going to allow a man to come in. He's going to dominate that
What
space.
about us?
So
A
again,
woman doesn't dominate a man.
but do
be
you know?
trying.
But no. But women are men's backbone. So at the end of the day, you women play a vital part in a man's system. So let's not do that. That's one. 2, y'all ain't shit. 3, the simple fact of the matter is,
Wait a minute.
the simple fact of the matter is, women are good of portraying things. I mean, not portraying, are articulating things
Right.
and how they will see it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying is it's never, most women, be honest, y'all see a street and just look one way and go crossing and hope that a car don't hit you. Men are going to look both ways because they have to. Let's break the chessboard down. The woman is the most powerful piece on the board, right? She can move up, down, side, this, that, and the third, take this person, this person. But the king has to move in a calculated step to make sure that he is covered. But technically, the woman covers the man. But we have this society of where a man is supposed to do this, a man is supposed to do that. And granted, in most pivotal situations, you're absolutely right. But like I said, you women play more of a stronger part because without y'all, it's really not too much life that men can live. But y'all pray like we have to do this, we have to do that, where it should be a partnership. It should be across the board. But there are certain cases where women will take things and they're like, damn, I can't really say them because she right, she true. But there's always another side to that we don't talk about. But then if men say it comes off attacking or come off strong or aggressive or this, that, and third. That ain't normally the case, bro.
No, I agree.
But a lot of people don't have these conversations. Listen, I'm honest with myself. I've done some shit. You know what I'm saying? I've done some shit that I'm like,
you got what
she
meant by it.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that goes back into
A lot of me don't.
I don't want to hear you
know?
no more.
So,
I'm done with
I
you.
don't care
You're
what
right.
you
I'm
do
sorry.
and what you don't want to hear.
You're right. I'm
What
sorry.
I'm saying is
I'm sorry.
when a man comes into a woman's home, that makes her feel vulnerable. And a lot of times when women move statistically, if we're going to go on statistics, right? Or if we're going to talk about scenarios and situations, is a lot of women encounter a lot of misfortune moving a man into her home. That man comes in, he wants to dominate because first of all, he has to prove that he's the man of that house. And that leads to a lot of things because the structure of the home is this is her home. So he has to try to manipulate it to where it's our home, my home. I'm the man, right? And so it's a clash of energies. This woman has established this queendom and a man is moving in. That kind of like subjects women to abuse sometimes.
But then that goes the same way as when a woman comes into a man's kingdom, right? And a man is open arms. Whatever you want to go about it, however you want to do this, it's you.
Want to do a little bit.
You get what I'm trying to say? But again, those situations come very few because that's not always the case. There are men that manipulate women to be like, yo, this is mine, this and that, and truth be told, that's not the case.
But then that goes back to
you know
what I said. Like,
but then,
the women who are opposed to it, you have to understand why they're opposed to it.
But those are very few. We don't, these conversations that need to happen don't happen often. Let's be honest. They don't.
I don't want to get off topic.
You shut that mouth.
No. I don't want to get off topic because my sister does specialize in some shit, and me and her just kind of clicked what my sister been saying in the comments.
I've been trying to ease our way into the conversation to get to that point. We keep going back to sex.
Oh my God, we
not going back to nothing.
But, the question is
I'm a nun.
how do women defend themselves from crazies? Now, Lisa, can you break down that word defend? So because you do specialize in a certain part that most women wouldn't think about, an industry that most women wouldn't think about joining. But go ahead and talk about it for a little second.
It's actually kind of funny. We were talking about energies, feminine and masculine energies as well, because so one of the many things I've learned to do is to be a firearms instructor and to help women learn how to defend themselves, whether that is, using a firearm or de-escalation tactics or, with other tools. So not everyone. What?
Nothing. Just good girl, Lisa.
It's a word that you used that most women don't know in that situation. Coming from a person that's real into firearms is de-escalation.
Oh, yes. That's the most important part. It's not firing on someone,
Yep.
which I'm sure
No.
many of us want to do.
No, because
But
I'm sorry, and I have to get this off my chest real quick. Most women don't know that in a concealed weapons situation, most women are bound to get out of the situation than men because the neurological, emotional sense that they have. You get what I'm trying to say? So when she said de-escalation, if a woman de-escalates or shows this de-escalation, no matter what the outcome is, that they're going to get a slap on the wrist. But I'm sorry. Continue, go for it. I'm sorry.
yes, very true. So
I ain't shit. I'm sorry.
I've been just really in the field of advocacy for, awareness around domestic abuse and the different situations that the different situations that may happen that you're not even aware of until it's already happened. You know, there was some abuse that I went through that I didn't even understand was abuse until the shit hit the fan and I had to start therapy and was told, you know, that's not right. Like that's wrong. That's actually, you know, like that's a crime and things like that. And so I think first off, you know, women learning what abuse is, then how to defend themselves. You know, it's always great to be on the offense, but sometimes shit happens. So yeah, helping with support groups and letting mothers, for the most part, get together and
Keep going, Lisa.
get together and you know, discuss their issues with, you know, things that they've gone through, and then also offering that additional help. Okay, well, do you want to go and learn how to protect yourself, protect your children, not just, oh, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be on some real, like, I am only doing this because I'm protecting us, you know? So that's really what, you know, I deal in. And
do you encourage women to get into the industry that you are in?
As far as instructing, I mean, that's totally up to them, but I do encourage everyone to train, not just buy a firearm, but to train how to use it and to train often, because then, you know, you've got that muscle memory and you know what to do when something actually happens.
Are you okay with training your kids, and at what age
Absolutely.
is it okay?
Absolutely.
Are you training JoJo right now?
Some of them folks, you see their kids learn at 4 years old. So I think as early as, you know, they have to be at a certain maturity level, but even as young children, as long, you know, you're showing them the correct way, and you're, I think, yeah, there's not really a too young. I mean,
Are they showing them how to actually shoot or how to just handle and respect a firearm?
that's what you're going to start with. But, well, a lot of folks, you're starting with like hunting rifles and things like that.
Right.
But I wouldn't be teaching them how to shoot an animal, no. But mainly what I've taught JoJo is safety, what it looks like, where, you know, how I handle it, what would happen if this happens in the house. Also, what's involved is coming up with exit plans, emergency exit plans from your home or anything. I mean, going into your home, getting out of your car, you know, we kind of go over everything as far as, you know, possibilities of someone trying to attack you or someone trying to hurt you or whatever, in whatever way. So there's all types of defense, but I think awareness is like the first step, knowing where you are, where you're going, who you're with, what kind of trouble may come along, and then how to get out of the situation without having to use that firearm, because that is not the goal, you know.
Actually, Quan says 2022, but I'm listening to you. I'm in the
What?
comments.
What are
You
you talking
used to
about?
bring your own cups in 2020.
T, you got any shout outs? Go ahead and get them out the way. If you want to say something to anybody out there in the world.
No, I don't have any shout outs.
Sis, any shout outs?
Shout out to the fam that's listening and the friends, and thank you so much.
Feast.
Gonna play that outro again. Go ahead.
Well,
Damn,
I'll let it
Quan.
quiet.
Let's roll those credits again.
So I was waiting to say this. I haven't told you, but I should have told you. I'm about to go almost full time with the fire department and stuff like that. So my training and stuff is about to kick off real crazy. So between that and stuff like that, I won't be on the show. Pretty much not at all. But you know what I'm saying, I'll come in and drop in when I can. Like I said, I always want to appreciate everybody that has been here in this journey, because normally I don't talk to people and I can't stand people.
You're welcome.
But you know, even
You're
then,
welcome.
you know, it's like people across the way that want their flowers, but I'm not giving his flowers right now,
Okay,
so fuck
bro.
him.
I love you too, bro.
But yeah, no, this has definitely been something for me, and like I said, I won't take nothing from it. It actually has enhanced me to be able to talk to these people out in the world, because I feel like everybody full of shit, you know, even including myself. So with that being said, I had to remold myself so I'm able to talk with purpose. So with that, you know what I'm saying, if y'all see me, y'all see me. If y'all don't, y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? It's always greatly appreciated. I do appreciate Biggie for allowing me to be on and to, you know, talk and drop a gem here and there when he's not talking or overstepping people or giving his bullshit logic on worlds and fucking and stuff like that, and you know, all the other stuff. But yeah, other than that, you know, until then, fuck y'all. And but I appreciate y'all the same. So it's like a, you know, contradicting thing. Biggie, take us out, dude.
That kind of just threw me. I can't stand Quan, bro. Shout out to T and Lisa for being here today. Fee, shout out to you. Thank you for that little announcement, bro. You already know you always welcome. Damn, I actually wasn't expecting that little curveball you threw at me. But yeah, shout out to everybody, friends, family. I love y'all. We back at 9 p.m. next week. I'm gonna say it again. 9 p.m. We are going back to 9 p.m. y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share. Thank y'all for tuning into Your Heard with Biggie and Friends. I love y'all. See y'all next week. You heard. Facts. He broke up with me live on air, y'all. Y'all heard him.
Yeah.
I'm about to go in the car and
So was
cry.
that the announcement that everyone was talking
No.
about?
Well, it's
So what's the
Quan,
announcement?